Keene SwampBats. Leading off, the designated hitter, number 2, Ty Minolfi. Batting second, the second baseman, number 33, Whitkin Reese. Batting third, the right fielder, number 7, Jack Herring. Batting cleanup tonight, the left fielder, number 40, Michael O'Brien.
As the chase is still on for the Fay Vincent Senior Cup. It's the Northern Division Finals from Keene, New Hampshire. The Mainers versus the SwampBats. Good evening, everybody. I'm Andrew Hilsman alongside me, Jackson Walsh. Jackson, these two teams met in the playoffs last year. It went Sanford's way in 2. Both of these teams made it through the first round this time, and now there's only one series before one of these teams will play for the Fay Vincent Senior Cup.
Great to be back in Keene, Andrew, and I really think this series is going to come down to tonight. Winning game 1 in a 3-game series is so crucial. Keene playing in front of their hometown crowd, which they've been great in front of all year. Sanford are the underdogs tonight. You got to face it. You're throwing Nick Melton out there, his first start all summer. The problem for the Mainers in the postseason has been starting pitching. They were able to get a great start out of Connor Griffin last night to survive round 1 and give themselves a chance to make it back to the NECBL Finals.
All right, well, we'll hear from our sideline reporter Ryan Fitzpatrick after the national anthem, and we'll have lineups and first pitch coming your way. We'll be right back for game 1 of the North Division Finals from Keene, New Hampshire.
Behind the plate with Brian Roth and Al Libidoni on the bases. At this time, I draw your attention to the area behind home plate for the singing of the national anthem this evening, being performed by Elijah Griffiths. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Or say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you, Elijah.
Well, it's almost time for first pitch, but before we get to first pitch, we send it down to our sideline reporter Ryan Fitzpatrick for the keys to the game. Ryan.
By Levi Carroll. The 6-year-old Mets superfan has had a glove in hand since the age of 2. He's currently working hard to perfect his fastball.
So, keys to the game, round 2. We're going into the playoffs here. First to start off with the Keene SwampBats, it's going to be Sean McKenna saying, the man of many words, saying it's simple, win. His keys to the game are to win. Yes, this is a Keene SwampBats team that is very experienced and has the highest expectations in the playoffs, so they're going to go out there to put out the best product. On the opposing side, the Sanford Mainers, head coach Nick Lops saying he has the utmost respect for the Keene SwampBats always, but especially this year with the historic team that they have running out there. And playing them in the playoffs, you got to tell the team to limit the mistakes, keeping the opposing numbers at a minimum by limiting the defensive blunders and hanging pitches over the plate. This is a Keene SwampBats team that's going to take advantage of any blunder that they put out there. So, will two teams prosper? We'll see. Back to you guys.
Well, Aiden Decker-Petty will climb the mound for the SwampBats tonight on the year. He's making his 4th start in 2025, his first of the playoffs, a 3.90 ERA, 26 strikeouts to 10 walks from the man who will be attending Liberty next year, a former Indiana product. And he will be facing, or he'll be working with his former Hoosier teammate behind the plate in TJ Schuyler. We'll have a look now at the Keene defensive alignment and see how that shakes up. Michael O'Brien in left field. Marshall Lipsy, the center fielder. Jack Herring, the right fielder, as it has been all year. And then left to right behind the infield, Connor Peak, Andrew Bell, left side, Ripken Reese, and then Chandler Tupou on the right side. Schuyler behind the plate. The batting lineup for the Mainers is like this. Jackson, why don't you run us through it?
Same exact thing Nick Lops has rolled out there this entire playoff run. Just the change between catcher and DH. Brendan Sensai leads off in center field. Zach Kent bats second at second base. Playing first base, batting third, Kyle Dewin. Cleaning up, Pete Kablinski. Dom Tossi bats fifth. Luke Jenkins batting sixth. Jorge Burgos at short batting seventh. Colvin does the catching. He bats eighth. And Sam Miller bats ninth in left.
Well, we're almost set to go as the leadoff hitter, Brendan Sensai, will step in. 2 for 10 this playoffs. ADP is high, leg kick is inside for ball one. We are underway in Keene, New Hampshire. First pitch time, 6:35. We are right on time.
It's been a slow start to the postseason for Sensai, but it's a ballpark where he's had some fun, particularly back on July 3rd.
It's 2-0 now. Sensai, yeah, you could say he had some fun. 3 of his 5 home runs came here at Alumni Field on that Independence Eve night, where it was a close game all the way until the end, and Sanford blew it open in the 10th. There's the first strike of the day. Behind the plate today, calling balls and strikes is Don Goller. At third base is Alan Liberdoni, and at first base is Brian Roth. And the 2-1 from Decker-Petty is on the way. Sensai, the leadoff hitter today for Sanford, swings and grounds one on the left side. Bell will pick it up, has to hustle the throw. Stretch from Tupou. What a pick for out number 1.
That's big time. You had the catcher Schuyler backing up, so if it gets by, Sensai's probably stopping at first base. But to get that first out of the game in that fashion, that's huge for Keene, and that's just a great feeling on the mound as a starting pitcher to have that first out of the game behind you.
Zach Kent is now to the plate. The second baseman today, 4 for 13, 3 RBI in the first series for Sanford. This is their 4th game in 4 days. Keene had a rest day yesterday as they swept the Upper Valley Nighthawks in round 1. First pitch is fouled off right side, out of play.
Kent's been having the best at-bats of his summer these last 2 weeks. He's hitting well over 300 in his last 10 games. Finished the regular season at 297. It's been a hot start in the playoffs for him as well.
An 0-1 count. Wave and a miss. 0-2. Decker-Petty has been efficient in his starts this year, outside of a couple. Most recent start, he fanned 8. He's been a guy that's been extremely valuable for Keene. Started out as a reliever, closer type guy, and then has transitioned into a long reliever, more of a starter. That one runs inside and hits Kent on the shoulder. Just kind of spun away from Decker-Petty, it looked like, and Kent will take first base.
He's been a ball magnet this summer. He's been hit more than any other Mainers batter. That's the 11th hit by pitch on the summer for Zach Kent, and they usually get him pretty good when they get him. They're not brushing his pants or his jersey, anything like that. They get him flush. And
that one came in at 93 from ADP, so that one cannot be comfortable, but he's set to head to first. So the first base runner of the day comes by the way of a hit by pitch.
It's going to be kind of a moment you hold your breath for Sanford anytime a guy gets banged up. They only have 2 position players on the bench.
One of them an infielder in Ryder Kirtley, and then backup catcher Cole McGinnis. Kent will lead off of first. has yet to steal a bag in the postseason in 3 games as Decker Petty receives a sign. Kent stays put for now. First pitch misses just high.
Kyle Doohan at the dish, riding a 7-game hit streak. 4 for 12 in the playoffs. Had his first home run of the summer at North Adams in Game 2 just 2 days ago.
And the 1-0 is there for a strike.
Nearly had a home run back at Goodall Park. Game 1 of the postseason, too. Hit about halfway up the wall in right center at Goodall Park. It was a great piece. The wind just knocked it down a little bit.
Yeah, that first game for Sanford dominant, 9-1 the victory. Decker Petty catches the outside corner for strike 2.
It was a game where you didn't know what was going to happen for a while. It was 4-1 with the bases loaded in the 7th. There was a blooper to left. Sam Miller made a great play on it. If that ball gets down, it's a 1-run game in the 7th.
Yep. And the 1-2. Fly ball, and it's fouled away. Well, out of play. 93 that time.
And Doohan's been such a spark for this team. Temp contract to begin the year. Gone after a couple of weeks, then comes back after a 2-week break, and it's been excellent ever since.
1-2, liner out to right center. That's down for at least a single. Kent will stop at second. Everybody moves up 1 base.
The beat goes on for Kyle Doohan. Got the breaker at 85. Lined it in a right center. That's a good decision from Zach Kent to hold up at second, too. You don't want to make it out at third base in the first inning. And with Herring's arm out there, he recognized that. It was a great throw into third, so good decision to hold up. But it's a good start for Sanford with their best hitter in the postseason at the plate.
Yep. So we'll bring up Peter Koblinski, 6 for 13 with an RBI, a walk, no strikeouts to this point. He's stolen a bag as well. Koblinski, not a guy who played a ton of games in the regular season, a late season addition, but he has been invaluable down the stretch. 2 on, 1 out for ADP. He comes home. Wave and a miss on the fastball down and in.
Just love this about summer baseball, especially in the New England League. 2 of the Mainers' best bats in the second half of July and in the postseason so far. Division III players out of Southern Maine, Doohan and Koblinski.
Runs inside, that's the second hit by pitch. Another one that ran inside. And Sean McKenna is going to come out and have a talk with Decker Petty.
It's a tough start.
Early struggles in the control department.
It's where it comes back. At the end of baseball games, you can circle back and look where the game was changed. And a lot of the times, it's going to be an inning where there's a couple of free passes, some hit by pitches, some walks, some errors mixed in. And if Sanford can jump on top early on the road here against Keene, that would be massive for this team. And it's a guy you want at the plate in Dom Taz. He only has 1 hit in the playoffs, but hit .303 in the regular season. Has a home run here at Alumni Field.
Decker Petty only hit 2 batters in the regular season. He's up to 2 today. So a double play would be best case scenario at the moment for the SwampBats. So it would get him out of the inning. Decker Petty will work from the windup against Dom Tazi, who's 1 for 10 in the playoffs with 2 RBI. He takes the first pitch strike. That's a slider. Catches the right side of the plate.
It's a really good response after the hit by pitches, most recently to Koblinski. Just dotted that pitch low and away on the slider. You want to try to go back to something low in the zone. Tazi is at DH tonight, but he's a catcher. He doesn't have great speed, so if he puts something on the ground, there's a good chance it could be an inning double play.
Middle infield playing deep. Wave and a miss. Goes back to the slider. Good spot. 0-2.
Right now for Tazi, you just got to think contact. Any way you can put the ball in play and get a run home, you have to do. You can't go down on strikes here.
And here comes the 0-2 from ADP. Called strike 3, right down the pipe at 94. There's 2 away.
Slider, fastball at 94 just completely froze Tazi, fooled him. It's a great sequence on the mound for Decker Petty.
See in the bottom right of your screen, Martha's Vineyard playing against Newport. The bottom of the first. Bases loaded, 2 out with Jorge Burgos to the plate. Rather, Luke Jenkins, excuse me. First pitch swinging. Left side, ranging foul. O'Brien has a beat on it, makes the catch to end the inning. Decker Petty escapes after beating 2 batters, but it's 0-0 after 1/2 inning. Manolfi, Reese, and Herring will start the bats off in the bottom of the first.
Glad I had that 15 days.
One hit. And we have nice biggest card on the lot. It's a Ford Bronco. License plate number 5496776. You want to get stopped by the swap shop to pick up your prize, a free car wash, courtesy of Mint Car Wash. Thanks to Mint Car Wash for keeping the cars and clean. Once again, the Ford Bronco, registration 5496776.
0-0 through a first half inning, and Ty Manolfi, Ripken Reese, and Jack Herring will be the first to start off round 2 on the hitting side for the Bats. 2025 postseason, what a first inning that was. Decker Petty hit 2 batters, loaded the bases, struck a guy out right down the pipe at 94 miles an hour and induced a soft fly ball to get out of a jam. That is a pivotal moment in the first inning. And Nick Melton will look to have a scoreless inning to start the Mainers off on the right foot.
How about this for your first start of the summer for Melton? He only made 2 starts this spring at UNC Asheville. But he's a guy that can adjust. That's why he's been so good, and he's coming off a really good relief outing at North Adams. 3 scoreless, 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts on the year. The ERA at 3.13, and that's up from where it usually has been. He was an all-star, but got roughed up against North Shore in an inning and change for earned. That's why the ERA's juiced a little bit, but he's pitched lower than that 3.13 ERA. It doesn't speak to how good he has been.
Probably what I would wager to be the best facial hair and mustache in the NECBL. I don't think there's any arguing that.
Funky lefty, no better.
Oh yeah,
no better look.
Sinker slider guy, good movement, control as well. He'll face Ty Manolfi to start. The bottom of the first for the SwampBats. Keene swept the Upper Valley Nighthawks 2-0. First game was a thriller at Keene on Friday, a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th from Michael O'Brien. The very first pitch he saw, and then a 10-5 convincing win on the road at Upper Valley. Here's the 0-1. If he waves and misses, it's 0-2. 2 quick strikes.
Alfie's been great against this Mainers team all year. Talk about it, 9 for 21 against Sanford, and it's one of those spots where you know how good he is. If you're going to lose, you don't want it to be Keene's best player.
That's right.
That hurts you.
3 for 8 in this postseason with a trio of RBI. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. Fielded by Burgos. Throw to first in time.
It took a nice hop for him, caught the lip, skipped right up around the letters, and a good throw over there. Realized he had a little extra time to gather. It's a good start for Melton when he's on a lot of ground balls. There's a lot of weak contact in general.
So bring up Ripken Reese, the home run leader today, or the home run leader in the NECBL this year with 9. A little bit of a hazy day in Keene, New Hampshire. Ripken Reese to send one into the haze to start off the bats. But other than the haze, a nice day in Keene, New Hampshire. Swings at the first pitch, got under it, fouled it off. Reese has struggled against the Meese this year. Reese, Meese.
That works.
There. Yeah. Anyway, 2 for 18 for him this year against Sanford, but I'd have a hard time believing that is not the worst stat line he has against a single team. He's been phenomenal all year, especially in the power department. The 0-1, takes low. He hit 9 home runs, and it's right about 1 per 5 games, 1 every 4 games, somewhere in between.
Summer for the All-Star.
Early on a breaking ball, 1 and 2.
Happy to see that for him too, considering he's a second-year SwampBat. Played this Mainers team last year, round 1. Sanford took game 1 back at Goodall Park and then finished the job here at Keene in game 2.
6-0 the score of that game in round 1 of 2024. So this series means a little extra to the second-year bats. The 1-2 from Melton. Ripken Reese stays alive.
It's a good fight right there. There's a good changeup from Melton. Stayed up a little bit. That's why Reese was able to get a piece on it. Still had good action, even though it was up. The third time that Melton has pitched against Keene this summer. Last time back on July 10th. 3 innings, got the win.
Another foul ball. It's a great at bat. Ripken Reese had, I think, a 12-pitch at bat where he fouled off at least 6 pitches in Friday night's contest. He's been able to stay alive and get his pitch. The longer it goes for Melton, the more likely it is that Ripken's going to get a pitch to hit. The 1-2 takes low.
Tried to get him to chase the changeup that time. It's just one of those pitches where if it's 2 strikes, you have to make it look good at some point out of the hand. That one, you could see it was spiked early. Just not tempting enough for Reese to go chase.
Ready again. The 2-2. What an AB this is.
You got to do in the first, work the pitch count up, and it's no secret. Sean McKenna and the SwampBats know that the Mainers don't have a lot of starting pitching right now. Through Connor Griffin last night, his second start of the summer. Nick Melton in his first start of the summer here. And it's a depleted bullpen too. You had to use a lot of arms across 3 straight games.
2-2, another foul ball. That is number 6. 9th pitch upcoming.
The impressive thing is, considering the Mainers don't have a lot of arms, is how good they just were against North Adams. The bullpen didn't allow a run in those 3 games.
6 runs in 3 games. 4 of those coming in game 2.
3 of those 6 runs were unearned as well.
2-2, Reese takes low, runs it full. This is going to be at least a 10-pitch at bat.
Just a veteran bat at the plate. This is
fan favorite guy too.
Got to do this in the first. Melton just has to go challenge him right here because he's not chasing.
Here comes. Swing and a line drive down the right field line. It's going to get down for extra bases. Reese stumbles and falls in the middle of the first base path, and he will be safe at second. It would have been 3, but he lost his footing. Throws up the U. There's the hit celebration for the SwampBats, but a well-hit ball right into the corner. Good hustle by Jenkins, but that could have been a triple.
Yeah, just got caught up with the feet between first and second. It was going to be a for sure triple, and what an at-bat that was.
That was incredible. Like I said, you got a longer Reese draws at bats, the better chance there is he's going to get a pitch. That sort of reminded me, I hate to say it, but a la Daniel Jones there.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember.
Yep, just lost it, and that's big for Sanford too, because
speedy guy. Herring is going to line this straight to the shortstop Burgos for out number 2. A very hard hit ball, 95 miles an hour. Straight to the shortstop to the right.
Evens itself out a little bit after the long at bat. 1 pitch, 1 out, and you'll take a little luck on the mound sometimes.
This is Michael O'Brien. O'Brien, who had an amazing night on Friday. Hit the game-winning home run, a walk-off to right field off the barn. Takes the first pitch for a strike. The first pitch that he saw, swung at and belted over the right field wall. Got showered with the water cooler, a couple of water coolers, looking to keep his hot streak at home alive.
It's the stuff you dream about in a 1-1 game at home. Just magical. One of those things where really gives you a true love for baseball.
He was 0 for 4 coming into that at bat as well.
Yeah, it was only hit out of those 2 games against Upper Valley.
Won the game. Back and forth that one went. That was a fun one to be on the call for. 0-2 with Reese at second, and here comes Melton. O'Brien says he did not go around, but Galler says he did, and no appeal needed. That's a swinging strikeout. No runs on 1 hit for the SwampBats. We go to the top of the second with Burgos, Colbin, and Miller, the bottom of the order, up for the Mainers.
Lucky ticket time, ladies and gentlemen. The SwampBats 40 Jack Fragrance located in Swampy, just south of Keene. Family owned and operated for 75 years. Carrying quality benefit for everyone you hold. A red ticket, number 556-7461. 556-7461. Bring that to the Swamp Shop. You get the SwampBats Foley Champion. Red ticket 556-7461.
Seven, 8, and 9 up for the Mainers with Burgos, Colbin, and Miller. After an interesting first inning where the Mainers stranded 3, Keene stranded 1 in the first. We're now into the top of the second. Decker Petty back out for inning number 2.
Each pitcher got a little bit of luck last inning, too. Some skill mixed in there as well for Decker Petty, battling out of that bases-loaded jam. And then you flash back to last inning, the bottom half of the first, with Reese tripping over his own feet, heading to second. Could have been on third. In that situation, if you have Jack Herring at the plate with a runner on third and just one out, your approach might change a little bit. You might try to lift something in the air, get a for sure run home. Worked out for Sanford, responded with that sharp line out, then you get the strikeout to end the inning.
He got lucky where that ball was hit, too. That's a hard line drive, but straight to where Burgos was standing. He didn't have to move. Decker Petty steps back onto the mound. And who made that catch for out number 2 is the man Decker Petty will face. 92 right down the middle. Burgos late and fouls it off. Got to be careful about going to that spot on pitches that aren't the first of an at-bat.
It works out sometimes, though, because he has a lot of movement on that pitch at 92.
0-1 foul tip. Goes with a changeup.
The fastball he has in the low 90s, a lot of east to west movement on it, that horizontal break. That's why you'll see a lot of foul balls, weak contact.
Burgos, the 0-2. A little high.
Burgos has 3 hits in this postseason. He's been playing a lot better this last week. He's only been with the team for about 2 weeks after rejoining the Mainers. He's a 2024 Sanford Mainer.
Which misses a little high at 93. Decker Petty is humming on velocity metrics today. Just missed the corner. And the 2-2. Got him on the changeup. It's Decker Petty's second strikeout. He's fired up about it. Much better start to the inning than in the first. 1 away.
It's a plus changeup right there.
Big time.
It's one of those that it's like a fastball middle, ends up low and inside to a righty, and you could see that swing from Burgos that it was a good pitch. Kind of just got right in on his hands, handcuffed him a little.
Yep, very late on the decision. And tied up his brain along with the hands. Colbin to the plate, 3 for 9 versus Keene in the regular season. First pitch to him is a strike. Decker Petty at the start of the year was sort of pitching exclusively out of a slide step, but he's a 6'5" right-hander. He generates so much power through that frame. with his high leg kick. And went back to it mid-year and found success. That one misses a little high.
Colbin at the dish right now. He's a part of the Mainers team last year, but never got a start in the playoffs, and he started every game for Sanford so far in the 2025 postseason.
Slider that time from Decker Petty. Caught a little bit of the bat. It's 1-2.
He's looked great so far, minus those 2 hit by pitches. You can tell it's a lot of late decisions to swing for these Sanford bats.
Here comes. Inside off that corner, it's 2-2. Colbin 1 for 11, a single hit in this postseason thus far. Sanford has played one more game than the Bats thus far. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Schuyler's going to have to hustle for this one, and he will eat the throw. It's a drop third strike. Schuyler will come out to talk with Decker Petty. I don't know. I don't think that hit the bat, did it?
No, it didn't.
Didn't look like it
was a
did.
swing and miss. And anytime a catcher goes out there, and we'll talk to a pitcher after a swing and miss, it's probably a cross-up. So those two got to get on the same page here. If you're Sanford, you'll take the base runner.
See what happened. Yeah, you see the wrist a little bit. Not where it usually is from Schuyler, but these two guys will settle it back in. It's a drop third strike, and Colbin is aboard at first. Sam Miller to the plate. That a fastball, no doubt about that.
It's another uncomfortable swing, and because it's running in on the hands the whole time, that's a fastball that's running over 1.5 feet out of the hand from where it's caught. It's a really good pitch to a righty.
And the 0-1. It's a changeup in the dirt.
Miller has been excellent of late as well. Had a really good July, 4 for 10 in the playoffs so far. He's really turned it on, and right now Nick Lops can afford to kind of hide him in that 9 spot of the order.
This guy is able to turn the lineup card over. High chopper. Decker Petty will take the out at first. Lasers it over. There's 2 away as Colbin advances to second.
Right decision to go to first, and that would have had a chance at second, but then you're rushing. Got to worry about the throw getting away. You certainly wouldn't have had a double play with Miller at first, but now if you're leadoff man at the plate, Colbin on second doesn't have a lot of speed. It is plus speed for a catcher, but in general, not great speed, so you just got to get something to the outfield here if you're set side. Try to kick off the scoring in this game.
Inside, like we said at the top of this broadcast, he's liked playing here this summer. 3 home runs on July 3rd of his 5 of the regular season. First pitch, ground to the left side, it goes foul. Low mid-90s for Decker Petty on that fastball with a lot of late life. Just missing barrels thus far.
And you love that in general, especially when a guy's swinging a wood bat at the plate.
The 0-1. It's a strike. A lot less margin for error when it comes to the wood bats compared to the metal that they swing in the spring. Decker Petty focuses, gets the sign. And will come home, the 0-2. Early on the fastball, he was geared up for it, and it's foul.
And that's result is because of the movement on that fastball. It's just running in on the hands that whole time to the plate. It's really tough to adjust to, and especially with that wood bat, because you talk about less margin for error. Also, you're going to break a lot of bats throwing that pitch.
Yep. 0-2, swing and a miss. Decker Petty sends him down. Through 2 scoreless. Strikeout number 4. And we go to the bottom of the second with Lipsy, Peak, and Schuyler to the plate.
No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. Okay, kids, if you signed up for tonight's hop, skip, and run race, head on down to the black gate behind home plate. gentlemen. On a blue ticket, 538 7974. 538 7974. For Miss Carol. And we're going to take it from the Swamp Shop.
Back at Alumni Field, it's round 2 of the NECBL postseason. Mainers and SwampBats. For the first round, both teams took care of their opponents. The Mainers took down North Adams. Keene made quick work of Upper Valley. The other side of things, Martha's Vineyard made easy work of Bristol and Newport. That was an exciting. That was probably my favorite series of 4 series that occurred in the first round. Newport had to battle back to win in Game 3 last night.
Isn't that Gulls postseason magic at home?
Yeah, right.
Last 3 summers now, back-to-back champions.
Marshall Lipsy will lead us off. 3 for 7 this postseason. Had a grand slam on Saturday at Upper Valley. A 2-out grand slam as well, and that inning just kept going with 2 away. Timon Olfie had 2 at-bats. He was 2 for 2 in the first inning.
Set the tone early in that game, especially already being up 1-0 on the Nighthawks in first inning. All Keene needed, really.
7-0 after the top of the first. Keene would add 3 more runs. It would be a 10-5 ball game towards the end. It's Marshall Lipsy, lefty-lefty matchup. 310 on the average department, close to 500 in the on-base percentage. Called a strike for the first pitch.
That slider from Melton right now.
It's
really good. That's been his pitch all summer because he can drop it in there or throw it low in the zone and trying to get a chase.
And the 0-2 to Lipsy. He swings and drives one to right field, and Jenkins moves under it, makes the catch. It was a 95-mile-an-hour exit velocity, but straight to the glove of Luke Jenkins.
Good swing, probably just the way it sounded a little towards the end of the barrel. Still got the barrel on it, but towards the end of it. That's why I kind of see that top spinning action and it line right down at Jenkins.
See, he'll get some high fives. That's a good swing he put on the ball.
You got to credit Melton. Come at him with 2 strikes, 0-2 pitch in the strike zone, hard contact, but you get it out.
Well, you learned your lesson about dancing around guys with Rick and Reese. It's kind of just painting the edges of the zone. Reese was fouled off. Then once you see enough pitches, the hitter is going to start to find more of an advantage. 1-0. Peak takes low. Baseball is inherently, and I think you might, well, as a pitcher, you may disagree with this. Baseball is probably, I think, favored more towards the pitcher.
You'd have to think so because
but
get in the Hall of Fame being 1 for 3 at the plate.
Exactly, right. But the later it gets in an at-bat, the more stuff that hitter is seen in the at-bat, I think the more even it gets.
Yeah, you can look at it statistically. Anytime there's more than one more ball than strike in a count, batting averages go up.
Yep. 3 balls, no strikes to Connor Peak. Get me over fastball down the middle.
And that's why as a pitcher, it's important to get ahead early because you're attacking. Batting averages go down historically when you're up 0-2, 1-2, even 2-2.
Here's count. See if Peak will offer the 3-1. Waves at a high fastball. Is it full?
It's just running away from the bat that time. It's a good
see
pitch.
From up here. Kind of zips away, catches the corner.
Sinker slider, that's all you need, especially in wood bat summer leagues.
And the 3-2. Peak fouls it off, he stays alive.
Trying to extend the at-bat here again. It was Reese that came up with 1 out last inning. Just grinded it out, got himself a double. Just want to do anything you can to work that pitch count up. But how about the command from Melton?
Yep.
26 pitches, 20 strikes.
Walks thus far. 3-2. Ground ball left side. Stays fair. Kablinski's going to have to make a tough throw. It's in time.
Great shoot across the diamond from Pete there. It's a long throw to make, pretty much the longest throw you can make on the infield. Did it with ease, and almost surprised that ball stayed fair at first. It seemed like one of those that was going to miss on the foul side of the bag.
Just hugging the line over there. Here's TJ Schuyler, the catcher, who, if you look at his season, at least at the plate, defensively phenomenal. Under 200 in the batting average department, but Sanford 5 for 14 against the Mainers this summer. So that's going to continue. That's a laser into left center field. Schuyler's going to take extra bases. Throw on the way. Schuyler slides. He is safe with a double.
Great hustle to get to second on that. Getting into scoring position with 2 outs is so huge. Turn out the Jets around first. That was a pretty good throw from Sam Miller in left too. Kent just fielded it about a step or 2 off the bag. So he didn't get the chance to apply the tag. You see it there. Just dropped in the left center gap. Miller's going all the way. Without hesitation, throws it in. But you see where Kent catches that. If that's around the bag, it could be a little bit closer of a play.
So Schuyler's into scoring position. With 2 away, this is Chandler Tupou. 1 for 6 in the postseason. Takes the first pitch, a slider inside for a strike. But Tupou, guy who is phenomenal at driving in runs this year, above 25 in that metric. Here's the 0-1. Swings and pops one up, foul territory left side. Kablinski ranges over, has some room, and makes the catch to end the inning. So again, a double is stranded on the base pass for the SwampBats. 2 hits to 1 hit for these 2 teams. It's still 0-0 at the end of 2.
Baseballs, please.
SwampBats fans, how y'all feeling tonight? All right, second round of playoffs. We appreciate y'all coming tonight. Y'all know what time it is. It's hop, skip, and run. We have Ruby down here. Y'all know what to do. When I say go, y'all start hopping. 3, 2, 1. Hey now, and go. And they're off. They're hopping. Oh, it's a close race. Oh, she's getting to Ruby. Y'all gotta skip back. You better hurry. Oh, Ruby, skip. You gotta skip back. Skip back to the end turn. Oh, it's a close race. We have 3 ahead. Who's gonna win? And they're booking it. And they're running. It's a close race. Who's gonna give Ruby a high five first? And we have a winner!
Okay, here we go after the on-field activities.
And if you signed up for the tie roll, please
In
head
the middle of these 2
innings.
innings. We're in the top of the 3rd. Decker Petty back out there. He's had a phenomenal day. Settled down after a couple of hit-by pitches in a bases-loaded situation in the 1st. Struck out 3 in the 2nd. He's up to 4.
Want to be ready to go at the plate for the Mainers. Second time around, 2, 3, 4 in the order. At least 2 up, you got to go attack. You've seen what Decker Petty has, and he's a guy that first time through is going to be a tough at-bat for hitters because of that movement on those pitches. You can read all the scouting reports, whatever you want, but when you step up to the plate, it's going to look different. So second time through, you got to settle in a little bit and try to go produce some base runners here.
Decker Petty's most recent outing was against the North Shore Navigators on July 23rd. 5 innings, 1 earned run. The only run he gave up, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts at Alumni Field. It's the tail end of the season. North Shore not known as the greatest hitting team, but still to strike out 8 in 5 innings, not too bad. First pitch, a slider in the zone.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that had career days on the mound against the Mavs this summer.
Yeah, that's true.
But he's a great pitcher nonetheless. And the Mainers had some guys, too, that had their best outings of the summer against North Shore.
Fouled off another challenge pitch from Decker Petty. It's 0-2.
How about this North Division to the South this year, too? 500 in the South gets you barely in the last spot of the playoffs. 500 in the North gets you the 2 seed.
Interesting. Just you wonder how it would be if they reseeded based off, or not based off of divisions, but North versus South is the way to go. 1 and 2, a foul ball.
And not too long ago, that was the case.
That's right, they reseeded because the 3 division format. Well, that didn't really line up too well with a traditional postseason, so you had to do something.
This new format has been perfect.
1-2 grounded to the left side. That one also goes foul.
Major League-esque too, because you're going to get
division races.
Division races, then
Exactly.
the champions of each division go on to play in what the major leagues would be the American League champion versus the National League champion. You have the North versus South here.
Yep. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 for ADP.
It's that slider again. Guys aren't picking up on it. They're not picking up on the fastball either, but that slider's tunneling really well with his fastball. And it's just another uncomfortable swing. I've said it before. It's just not a fluid swing. And you can see Zach Kent quickly talking to his guys in the dugout, trying his best to give him a scouting report.
Like you said, even if they read the numbers, they read the words that the analytics people have put together, it's so different reading something and watching something versus seeing it in person. That ball is out of play. It went off of the plate or in the batter's box.
Got the foot of doing.
Yep. Good call by Don Galler to get on top of that quickly. Sometimes you can see that, sometimes it happens rather, that umpires are not really sure where it went, but Galler's right on it.
A lot of times, too, even if you can't see it, if you're the ump, you're so close, you can go off the sound of it thudding off of a cleat.
Another foul ball. It's 0-2.
Another pitch just moving away from the bat of Kyle Doohan. Got the end of the bat, had a ton of spin on it into foul territory.
0-2, here comes. Just got a piece. That was barely anything.
It's a 90-mile-an-hour pitch acting like a changeup.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's right. That sums it up. I think that is his changeup.
Well, if he's throwing it 90, you got to tip your cap to him there. Not a big velocity difference between the heater and changeup either.
Foul tip into the mid. 6 strikeouts for Decker Petty, and now 3 in a row.
Goes back with 92 arm side action. That's a borderline unhittable pitch for a left-handed bat.
Yeah.
23, Peter Kavinsky.
Wind a deal to Kublinski. That one low. So Kublinski ahead. That changes Decker Petty's approach a little bit, you might think.
He was plunked by a pitch his last time up. You want the 1-2-3 here if you're Decker Petty. You haven't had one yet.
And the 1-0. That one just inside. Don Galler very vocal. We can hear it from up here where he says that pitch is. I always appreciate that.
It's perfect. You love, even for the crowd too.
Yep.
So they're not booing him throughout the whole game.
2-0, that one right past the barrel of Kublinski. Yeah, exactly. Especially when the majority of the fans are not seated right behind the plate. It can be tough for us and them to judge, hey, where might a pitch be? But Galler's telling us. 2-1, that's a half-hearted swing. Metrically, I don't even know what that is. Because it's at 93 miles an hour. I cannot tell you what that is.
The swing made it look like a cutter,
yeah.
almost. He has it going east to west with everything too, and it's not in the low 8s or anything like that. Then 2 pitches ago, that was at 93.
Yeah. And at 86, a slider that missed high. And the full count offering, here comes. Once inside, Kublinski's been hit twice.
It's the same spot he got hit last time. And really the same spot he hit Zach Kent too. He's just missing up and in arm side. But he's been able to limit that when the command has gotten away. That's why there's a 0 on the board, because both pitchers have really been shut down after they let runners on.
So we'll see if that's unsettles Decker Petty or gives some fire to the Sanford Mainers. Important to note, none of the, of course, no intent there, just slipping out of Decker Petty's hand. 2 teams that have played each other in some tremendously exciting contests this year.
It's a series that Keene really wants because of the postseason last year. And in 2024, the Mainers were 9-1 against Keene.
Wave and a miss, 91, a fastball.
And that game that Keene won last year was meaningless for Sanford.
Right.
They rolled out a completely different pitching format, mentality, whatever you want to call it, plan. And the lineup was a little different too. So Keene kind of ran away with that one here at Alumni Field, but Sanford responded, back-to-back wins in the playoffs.
A one high drive center field. Lipsy ranges back, looks up. That one is way gone. 2-0 Sanford.
It's the second one out of Alumni Field this summer for Dom Tazi. That's why you can't allow free passes with 2 outs. He was 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Tazi makes him pay. This is the inning that Sanford needed to get things rolling.
Things are rolling in a big way. Dom Tazi, 3rd home run on the summer, first of the playoffs. That ball was hit very well, high as well, 363 feet.
If he hits that tomorrow night at Goodall Park,
yeah,
you're not gonna blink an eye.
Decker Petty moving quickly. Already the first pitch is low. Jenkins squared to bunt but pulled it back. Finds a sign, comes home again. 1-0 swing and a drive right field. Herring under it, watches it and makes the catch at the warning track to end the inning. But Sanford nabs 2 on a 2-run shot from Dom Tazi. Mainers lead by a pair. We head to the bottom of the 3rd.
Don't worry about it. I say 5, just all right. Whatever's easier for you, okay?
The Mainers 2 runs.
Thank you for your hustle. I'm with you.
On 1 hit.
I'm with you.
No errors. Nobody left on base. Okay, folks, I know you're excited for SwampBats baseball, but more excited for the world-famous Dupes Tire Roll, brought to you by Dupes Tires. We have 2 champs here. We have Daniel, a.k.a. Dan the Man, a.k.a. the undisputed champ. And we have Finley, a.k.a. the Great Hambino. When I say go, you know what to do. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Daniel is quick out of the gates, but so is Finley. They're neck and neck. Who's it gonna be? Hambino versus the Danimal. It's coming down to the wire. I think Daniel is our winner.
Yeah.
9-1-2 up to the plate as Keene looks to respond after a 2-run homer from Dom Tazi in the top of the 3rd. Decker Petty, who had struck out 6 up to that point, allowed a hit by pitch and then the home run from Tazi, the Coastal Carolina product. Nick Melton back out there for his 3rd inning. Keene has managed 2 doubles off of him, no walks for Melton. He's been controlling well in the zone. But both of those runners have been stranded at second base thus far.
It's the only 2 runners he's allowed, and 0's on the board because he hasn't allowed back-to-back base runners. That's when runs come home. When you're on the mound and you can't limit multiple guys reach base in a row, and that's how you string together a rally. You look in the bottom right of your screen, both of the road teams with a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 3rd.
Martha's Vineyard shut out Bristol in that best of 3. They only played 2 games. They only needed 2 games. 11-0 at Bristol on Friday, and then I think a 6-0 win on the Vineyard on Saturday.
It's nice too. That's the luxury of sweeping. You get the off day, save the arms. Keep that going. A chance to clinch a spot in the championship on the island tomorrow. Sharks were 2022 NECBL champions. That was a year where Vermont, which now Keene tied, a single season win record at 32.
Bristol did the same that year.
They fell in the championship, Vermont, to the Vineyard.
First pitch hits Andrew Bell in the leg. He'll take his pass to first.
Just yanked the slider that time, did Melton. But we'll see if he can do it this time. Limit, not let back-to-back base runners up, but it's going to be tough with the SwampBats that are ready to come to the plate.
We've got Manolfi first, and then Ripken Reese and Jack Herring. That's 3 hitters for the SwampBats. Yeah, that one just came out of the hand a little early, or a little late maybe, for Nick Melton.
Yeah, it is late when you yank that slider to the glove side.
Right?
Yep.
Bell leading off of first base. Manolfi takes the ball in the dirt. Bell didn't steal a ton of bases in the regular season, but he has speed. He's a middle infielder. What do?
3
or 4 stolen bases on the year, I want to say. 4 for 6. Swinging a line drive down the right field line. It stays fair. Bell rounds third. They'll send him home. Manolfi is going to head for 3. Bell will score easily. Throw into third. Ty Manolfi with an RBI triple. It's 2-1 Sanford.
Your best player is going to show up when it matters most. You just ambushed that pitch from Nick Melton. That's one of those off the bat that you're assuming is going to hook foul at some point, but it just stayed fair the whole time, never had any kind of hook on it. You see it drop down in the perfect spot. That's the second ball we've seen hit to that right field corner. It really only spot at Alumni Field where you can leg out a triple.
It's the easiest spot to do it. Little mound visit here with Manolfi off of third base. That is huge for Keene. They have been able to do this all year. When their opponent scores in the top of innings, especially at home, they're able to answer right back. And the lead is now shrunk to a single run with still no outs here in the third. A little bit of catch play going on in the Mainers bullpen.
It's Jason Libby up and moving around.
Yep.
It's a sign of a good team, too. Not going to be down and out of it early, especially on your home field, and it helps because Keene has had the first 4 or 5 guys in the lineup around the whole summer. They've all been all-stars. See that 32-12 record.
The first 5 in this lineup are all-stars. First pitch, swing and a miss. This one gets away. Manolfi is going to be stuck in the middle of the base pass, and now they've got him in a pickle. Manolfi heads back towards third. This is going to be tough to get out of. He has to run, and they're going to tag him out.
Can't have that happen. The Cardinals in baseball make the first out at home of the inning, especially with Ripken Reese at the plate. You just can't allow that to happen. He got too greedy. He thought that was going to get further away from Colbin than it actually did. Wasn't that hard of a play for Colbin to make. Just had to take a couple steps to his right, and Manolfi was in trouble halfway down the line.
So now the bases are empty, and Keene has to find the tying run in another way. 0-1 to Ripken Reese. Here comes. He waves at an off speed.
Back-to-back pitches below the zone that Melton has gotten Reese to chase on. Get the changeup there at 80. Bottom fell right out of it.
Reese grounds one left side, it's foul. 0-2. Jack Herring is on deck. That is a tough way to make the first out of the inning. Kind of died in the grass. If you're playing on turf, maybe you've got a chance to score there, but grass will just slow everything down. 0-2 to Ripken Reese. It's outside.
Melton took a dive on that pitch, just lost that lead leg. Even in a spot, if Manolfi kept going home on that, Colbin wasn't going to have to flip it to Melton or anything. Could have taken a couple steps to his right, said thank you very much, and just tacked him out himself.
Yep, he was barely outside of the home plate circle. Ball and 2 strikes to Ripken Reese. We'll ground this one foul again. Another excellent at bat coming up.
Started this count 0-2. See, Melton's going to that chase pitch. He threw him the first 2 pitches of the at bat this time. Reese is just able to get a piece of it a couple of times. What a break for Sanford to get that out as well. You got to be happy though that you got at least 1 this inning if you're Keene, and still only 1 out. There's time for more.
1-2. Reese takes outside. It's even at 2. Melton set. He will come home. Reese ground ball left side. A tough throw for Kablinski. Laser to first. It gets away and it's out of play. Reese will take second base. A throwing error from Peter Kablinski. And there's another man in scoring position.
That same play earlier made an accurate throw the first time. This one you could see out of the hand. It was going to be a tough play for doing. It's not one of those where you can pick it on the short hop or just see it the whole time on a long hop. It got to it in between. Nearly impossible to pick that ball. It's really going to be pure luck Blinsky's had a couple of throwing errors now in the postseason. Hopefully this one doesn't come back to hurt Sanford as well.
Reese will reach on the error. It won't be a single. Advances to second on the ball out of play. Jack Herring up to the plate. First pitch is high to one of the best power hitters in the league and the All-Star Game MVP.
I talked about in the first inning, you don't want the best players on another team to hurt you. And Herring has done that to Sanford. He has 3 home runs against the Mainers this year, 9 for 23 on the summer.
What I describe as one of the most violently efficient swings I've ever seen. His motion and movement through the ground is just extremely impressive.
Not to mention he can swing it from the left side of the plate too.
Yes, that too. That helps. Ball to strike. And is high and away. The oldest player in the SwampBats. As is natural, the nickname is, well, Unk.
Sometimes you got to live with that.
You know, sometimes you do, but it's hard to joke about his production on the field. It has been phenomenal all year. That one skips away. Ripken Reese is going to take third with no contest. A wild pitch from Melton. So unforced mistakes from the Mainers have brought Keene right back into this inning.
Back on third base, less than 2 outs. Almost like it makes up for Manalfi in a sense. And now if you're Herring, 3-1 count. Odds are you're going to get something to hit. Just got to put it in play, tie this game up.
Michael O'Brien on deck. Struck out in the first. See what Herring has in store. Melton comes home. Line drive fouled on the left-hand side. He'll get another pitch. It's 3-2.
It's a really big pitch.
This is huge.
Early in this game, at the strikeout, that's a big momentum swing. Make contact, likely to get Reese to touch home plate. See what Melton comes with here. Wouldn't be surprised if it's the changeup.
Full count. And Herring early. Looks like he did go with that changeup.
Good battle in this game. One of the best arms that Sanford has. One of the best hitters on Keene and across the entire league at the plate.
Camano and the rest of the SwampBats being very loud in support. Another full count offering from Melton. Here it comes. Takes outside for a ball.
What a take right there. He thought about it too. He recognized he was going to run off the plate. There's the changeup from Melton. Not his best. Stayed up. Didn't have a ton of really break anywhere. Didn't have a ton of onside run. Didn't drop a lot. Herring recognized it. That's big, but that's not worst case for the Mainers because now you set up the double play up the middle.
See if Michael O'Brien has another signature moment left in him at Alumni Field. Lefty. O'Brien's only hit of the postseason was that walk-off homer on Friday. And the first pitch, he squares to bunt and misses. I like the choice.
Going for that safety squeeze. And you gotta be careful. Kablinski's playing off the bag. If he's not off the bag at that point, Colvin could have thrown back to third and possibly got Ripken Reese, but Kablinski just not in a spot to field the throw. He's gonna be worried about the bunt.
Now he'll swing and miss. It's 0-2.
0-2, 1 out. You come with your best put away stuff for the next couple of pitches.
That time the slider from Melton. And O'Brien fooled.
Even if he doesn't chase the waste pitch here, you come back with another one. But once it gets to 2-2, that's when you got to start thinking about just going right at him.
Hard hit ground ball, right side. It goes far. Nice play by that kid. Those smooth hands there.
Get him out there.
Probably a shortstop. Maybe a middle infielder would be my guess, but
that's another changeup from Melton that didn't have its usual action on it. And it just floated middle of the plate.
Yep.
Luckily, that one's just a foul ball and not anything worse for Sanford.
And the 0-2. Ground ball right side. It's going to be a tough play. Over to second. Libernoni calls Herring out, but the run scores. We are tied.
It's a good baseball play. O'Brien put it in play to get the run home. And Kyle Doohan has been excellent out there at first base. Off the bat, you're probably thinking he's going to try to flip to Melton, but an unorthodox throw to second, but the right decision. But Keene will take it. It's 2-2.
So Ripken Reese comes home to score. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Unless a fielder's choice, that should still go as an RBI. It does.
Yes.
It gets weird with the fielder's choice. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. O'Brien goes, gets a great jump throw from Colbin. Way late. Stolen base for OB.
No chance there. Just had Melton timed up. Went on his first movement. Melton a little slow to the plate, so a good chance you're going to nab that bag unless he throws over in a spot like that.
2-2 the score. Marshall Lipsy looking to add on here with 2 outs. Newport has taken the lead in the bottom of the third. In the other series, as Lipsy takes a strike inside part of the plate. And they continue to pour it on. It's 5-2 now.
It's one of those when it's the Gulls, you're just waiting for it. It's a matter of time.
That's Newport. Consistent. The 1-1. Ground ball, right side. Kent Fields throws out number 3, but Keene is able to tie this one up. We're through a third of this game. Jackson Walsh takes over for the middle innings. It's round 2 of the Fay Vincent Senior Cup playoffs in 2025.
2 runs on 1 hit to remain. 1 minute left on base. SwampBat fans, we've got a special presentation tonight. The SwampBats and Savings Bank of Walpole have partnered to strike out hunger, working with Tiny Tummies. Every strikeout recorded by one of our pitchers, SBW donated $5 to Tiny Tummies. Thank you, SBW. I'm going to turn the mic over to Kristen Newton and her daughter, Evelyn.
Savings Bank of Walpole is so proud to be partners with the SwampBats and having such a great season. We're so excited to be able to donate this amount to Feeding Tiny Tummies, who does so much for our community. Thank you for all the leadership.
We head to the top of the 4th inning at Alumni Field in Keene, New Hampshire. Jackson Walsh, Andrew Hillsman here with you for the North Division Finals. It's game 1 between Keene and Sanford. And the SwampBats have gone to the bullpen on the mound. It's the left-handed pitcher, Mikey Fernandez, out of Miami.
Yeah, Fernandez has been a fun guy to watch this year. Started out a little slow with Keene, but has really ramped it up and found his footing on the mound. Out of Miami, Florida, or out of Tampa, Florida. 4.41 ERA in the regular season. He's made 10 appearances thus far. He pitched at Upper Valley on Saturday, an inning where he allowed 2 runs on 3 hits, a walk and 2 strikeouts. But before that, 3 straight innings of really solid work. And his last 3-inning appearance was against North Shore. No runs, 1 hit, no walks, 7 strikeouts. His stuff is there. We'll see if he's got what it takes to keep Keene in this game and keep it tied today.
Fernandez has faced Sanford once this summer, is back on July 10th. In the Mainers' 13-3 win, which started at Goodall Park, but because of a rain delay in the 4th inning, couldn't keep play going. That game finished up here at Alumni Field. The Bats took game 2 when they were the traditional home team. Jorge Burgos to lead off the 4th. Struck out his first at-bat. He'll show a bunt, but take it low for ball 1. Burgos, the shortstop out of the Dominican Republic. Plays his college ball at Southern New Hampshire University, Division II powerhouse. Fernandez to the plate. It's in there, top of the zone. First strike 1.
89 miles an hour. Fernandez is a guy who is very talented when it comes to spinning the ball. He's great run, great ride on the fastball, low 90s, but wow, what a play.
Right back to him on the mound. He'll trot over to first. And there's one down in the fourth. He helps himself out.
He was fiddling in the glove for a little while for that ball. I was wondering if we were going to have a John Lester situation where he needed to throw the whole glove over to first. But able to get the ball out. That's quick reactions. They're fielders too, man.
Pittsburgh goes to beat it right in front of home plate. So with one out, Ryan Colbin steps in, the catcher out of UMass. Struck out his first time up. First pitch foul back into the pine trees. Over the grandstands.
It's into the swamp that usually breeds mosquitoes earlier in the year. Still does, but I've seen a lot of geese around here. And the outfield has some landmines in it, so to speak.
Out 0-1 to Colbin. Take that pitch. Dotted at the knees for strike two.
Great spot. Working the right-hander outside. You don't want to leave anything in the wheelhouse. That's exactly the correct approach for Fernandez.
Mikey Fernandez looking for his first strikeout, the 0-2. Colbin will leave that one upstairs. That'll move the count to 1-2.
With the slider that time, but leaves a little high. High enough that it doesn't get put over the fence, but
this one is ripped to left field. O'Brien ranges over. He'll make the play right in front of the line for out number two.
He got a great jump to that ball. Now, Brian's a speedy guy, but that's a hard hit ball at 88 miles an hour. It's right on it. He was ready to field his position, made the play.
Two quick outs for Mikey Fernandez in the fourth. That'll bring up the 9-hole, Sam Miller. Fielder grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. Been great for the Mainers this summer. And the everyday left fielder, in the postseason. First pitch is cut on and missed at 89 for strike one.
See how much that moves. The ride on that is tremendous.
Really good life on the fastball for Fernandez. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning in his first inning of work. 0-1 will miss inside. Moves the count even to 1-1.
It's a good spot, though. It's not a bad miss. Hard to get the barrel to that. You want to miss outside the zone rather than right in the middle.
It's low and away for ball two. Miller heading into his sophomore year at Binghamton. He's a New York native.
I only realized a couple of weeks ago that Binghamton was part of the State Universities of New York system.
SUNY Binghamton. The 2-1. Flown into left field. O'Brien went back. Will now come in. They'll make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3-4 for Mikey Fernandez. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Bats coming back to the plate, looking to tack on.
If you signed up for Third and Ruby, please head to the black gate behind home plate.
Check out Fort Farmers Power Sport, the picture pack. ATVs, UTVs, and motorcycles. With us, make your adventures a reality. Running Keene, harnesses the power of the full science to invent life-changing technology. With this dedication, along with our team's expertise in science and manufacturing, they have enabled us to tackle some of the world's toughest obstacle challenges.
34, son.
Keene and Sanford even, 2-2. As we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, and a new arm on the mound for the green and gold. It's Jason Libby, the Bangor, Maine native out of the University of Maine. He's making his 14th appearance this summer, his second playoff appearance. He threw in game one against North Adams at Goodall Park. That was on Friday night. 2 innings, no runs, 2 hits, no walks, and a strikeout. That fastball will be in the low 90s, but he pitches to contact a lot of the times. He's been just a ground ball machine on the mound.
That seems to be the MO for a lot of Sanford's pitchers. I don't know if that's a conscious decision when putting the team together or just what they have this year. but it's worked to solid effect. Sanford near the middle and top of the league in pitching metrics throughout the years. They've been good on the bump all season.
Andrew Hillsman, Jackson Walsh are here. Ryan Fitzpatrick, part of our crew as well. Out of the fourth here at beautiful Alumni Field, hosting playoff baseball once again. 6, 7, 8, 2 up for the Bats. Connor Peak, TJ Schuyler, and Chandler Tupou.
Well, this bottom of the order, especially Schuyler here. Really just Schuyler today. That double was crushed. And be facing a new pitcher this time. Schuyler saw the left-handed arm of Melton pretty well, but we'll see if he has the same effect against righties. But Peak will be the first to challenge.
Peak making his first start against the Mainers this summer. Third baseman out of Georgetown. Still has his Holy Cross helmet. The Crusaders down in Worcester, Massachusetts. Peak grounded out to third his first time up. That was in the second inning. Jason Libby on the summer. 23 innings, an ERA of 3.52. First pitch to Peak is low for ball 1.
Yeah, right around 90. Fastball.
Jason Libby played for Nick Lops on his first collegiate stop at Southern Maine Community College. Another one on the ground to third. Kablinski has it over to Dewitt, and there's one down in the fourth.
Much easier play that time for Kablinski. Didn't need to hustle it or make a strong arm throw. Just kind of loop it over there. Efficient, like you said, soft contact for Libby.
Now 0 for 2 tonight. That makes way for TJ Schuyler, the catcher out of Indiana. Doubled his first time up. It was a hustle double. Hit into the left center gap. Didn't get to the wall, but the hard turnaround first never stopped going, and he beat the throw. First pitch from Libby will miss upstairs for ball 1. And the man that just fielded the ground ball at third base, Pete Kablinski, also started his career at Southern Maine Community College, playing for Mainers manager Nick Lops. Count goes to 2-0 on TJ Schuyler, who is now 6 for 14 against the Mainers this summer. 2-0 fastball fouled out of play for strike 1.
Yeah, laid on it, dropped the barrel, but now he knows what that fastball looks like if it's hittable. It would help him.
The look of Chandler Tupou there. He waits on deck. Libby's 2-1. Line the other way. That's through for a base hit. Second hit of the night for TJ Schuyler. He's on in the fourth with a single.
I noticed it, but I didn't think much of it in batting practice. Schuyler, just the sound of the ball coming off of his bat, different than it has been all this year, and it is translating into the game. He is hitting the ball hard. He's peppering the whole field. This is impressive stuff from the catcher, Schuyler.
Schuyler on with a 1-out single. Chandler Tupou, the first baseman, at the plate. First pitch to Tupou. Catches the inner half of the strike zone for strike 1. Tupou in his first at-bat. Popped up to the third baseman, Kablinski, to end the second. And stranded Schuyler on second base. Libby's 0-1. This outside moves the count to 1-1. The 7th meeting this summer between these two teams. Keene won 4 in the regular season. Libby to the plate. One on the left side, but it'll drift out of play. Count goes to 1-2. And how about this? Two teams that have been around for a while have had some success. 68 and 68, the all-time record between Sanford and Keene. And both managers, Nick Lops and Sean McKenna, in their 5th seasons as the skippers. Lops in his career, 120 wins. McKenna, 119.
Yeah.
The 1-2. Another one fouled out of play.
It's pretty darn similar.
Keene looking for their first championship since 2019. Mainers haven't won one since 2008. They were just 1 out away last year at Newport. The 1-run lead in the bottom of the 9th. The 1-2, another one fouled off as Tupou was putting up a fight.
has done all bad to play. Fight, some good things happened. It's encouraging.
It'll be a good old park tomorrow night for game 2. Back here at Keene on Wednesday if we need to go to a game 3. The 1-2.
Another foul.
Tupou will not go away. Making Jason Libby work in Libby's first inning on the mound. Got Connor Peak out on a grounder to third to start the inning. Then TJ Schuyler came up, lined one to right field. We do it again on the 1-2. Off the plate, that'll move things even to 2-2.
I really think that Keene having home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and they will have it throughout the playoffs, and the top team in the league is helping them more than any box score can show you.
Keene, the 1 seed in the North. They were the 3 seed last year. 2-2. Flown out to center. Sensei will range to his right, and he camps under it for the second out of the inning. But it's a good fight from Tupou.
Exactly. It's a long at bat. It's effective. It runs the pitch count up in the reliever's first inning. That's, I think, a positive sign. Let's see what Andrew Bell can build on that one.
Bell hitless in the playoffs. He got on base his first time up. He was hit by a pitch. It's to lead off the bottom of the third. Nick Melton got him with a slider on the cleat. Comes up with 2 down and a man on in the 4th.
How odd is it that a manager and one of the best pitchers on the team spell their name the exact same way?
You never see that.
I mean, Nick with the C is not the most common name to begin with, but 2 guys.
Sound like they're from the same area either. Melton from North Carolina. Manager Nick Lops, a Maine native. The 0-1. Slow it away. The count will move to 1-1. Held the short stop out of Duke up for the second time tonight. Going against a right-handed arm. Jason Libby out of the University of Maine. Libby's 1-1.
Peak.
It's
Faked me out.
Second time he's deked this inning.
Yeah. He likes to do that. He's an active runner over there. Rather, that's Schuyler. Tough to tell.
He was retired on a ground ball to start the inning. Schuyler reached on a base hit, the 2-1 to Bell. Grounded to third. Kablinski lays out to grab it. The throw to first is not in time. Bell able to hustle it out, but a good play from Kablinski to keep it in the infield at third. That could have been extra bases off the bat.
Yeah, it could have been, especially the grass would have eaten it up, and Miller would have had to get on his horse from left field to field the ball, but that also keeps Schuyler at second. That's the more crucial part of that. 2 outs and a very capable hitter in Manolfi now facing an opposite-handed pitcher. Got 2 on, and if Manolfi can put one in the gap, there's damage to be done. But Schuyler, the lead runner.
Manolfi got one down the line his last time up. It was a triple. First pitch he sees is the slider, called strike 1. Manolfi 1 for 2 tonight, a ground out in the bottom of the first, and then that triple down the right field line in the third, but a base running blunder. Got himself hung up in a rundown between third and home after misjudged a potential wild pitch. The 0-1. Foul back, that'll move the count to 0-2. Maybe looking to get out of the 4th inning after allowing 2 singles. The last one off the bat of Andrew Bell didn't leave the infield. It was a good diving play from the third baseman Kablinski. Bell with just too much speed getting down the line. The 0-2 to Manolfi. Grounded to second. Kemp there. Over to first. And Libby leaves 2 stranded. Still even at 2 as we head to the 5th here in Keene.
All right, it's last but certainly not least, it's throw to Ribby time. We y'all know what to do. We're gonna line y'all up, and whoever gets closest to Ribby wins. But let's not knock him out, okay, y'all? All right, is everyone lined up?
Stay right there.
Not yet. Okay, thank you, Emmett.
And then
All right, when I say throw, I want all of y'all to throw. But let's not knock him out, okay? 3, 2, 1, throw. Oh, they're going everywhere. No one hit it, but we have a winner. Whose ball is this? Y'all can come this way. Who's this?
Everybody put your hands up.
No one knows.
Put your hands up.
Everyone wins. Great job, guys. Come on this way.
Back here at Alumni Field, we'll take a moment to send it down to the field. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan, what do you have for us?
Thank you, Jackson. Yes, the off days are over unless both teams can somehow end up getting a sweep to earn an off day. Other than that, the postseason is just a grind for these two. Over in Martha's Vineyard game against the Newport Gulls, the Gulls lead the Sharks 5-2 after trailing 2-0 earlier on in that game. And in this one, no leader yet, but 2-2. If one team can sweep this, they do have one off day left in the season to get that pitching staff back and have a nice little rest for the championship run. But that'll have to come 2 more games left at least for these teams. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Ryan. A lot of good baseball around the league. And those Gulls, I talked about it earlier, you can never count them out. I learned my lesson last year.
Yeah. Did you pitch in the championship series?
I did game 2. Didn't get any decisions, so can't credit me. You can't blame me with anything. Top of the order up in the 5th for Sanford. Brendan Sensei at the plate. He'll take the first pitch outside for ball 1. Sensei 0 for 2 tonight, a ground out to short, and he struck out swinging in the 2nd.
You can always blame guys.
I don't think I got a loss last year.
Really?
I have to double check.
So we tallied your saves. It was what, 5 last year?
Right around there, 5 or 6, something like that. Got a lot of action on the mound against the SwampBats at Goodall Park here at Alumni Field. Always fun to pitch here when you keep it on the ground.
Well, right.
Mikey Fernandez with a 1-1. Low into right center. Lipsy and Herring there, and it's Lipsy, the center fielder, to take it for the first out of the 5th.
I wonder if this maybe become a problem as we get less and less light with the haze here. It's very apparent when you look off into the distance, but even on fly balls that head up into the sky, I wonder if it's going to be harder for the outfielders to track balls that they need to catch. It's going to be something to monitor.
Haze and twilight, not the best combination, especially with the glare of the lights.
And a white baseball.
First pitch to Zach Jett. Got him fishing in the dirt. Nasty. Looked like a changeup that time from Fernandez. Fernandez has retired every batter he's faced so far. 4 up, 4 down.
They're going to really run him dry. This is his last appearance with the team this year.
Foul back. The count goes to 0-2. Jett searching for his first hit tonight. The Mainers only have 2. A single from Kyle Dewin and the 2-run homer from Dom Tozzi in the 3rd. And was hit by a pitch his first time up, struck out in the 3rd. Fernandez with the 0-2. Check down to first. He went around. It's a 3-pitch strikeout. Zach Jett can't believe it. Nick Lops isn't too happy either. The first strikeout of the night for Mikey Fernandez. 2 quick outs in the 5th.
Nick Lops is just staring right at Brian.
I didn't think he went around initially.
It was close. It looked like it was real close from up here.
3-pitch strikeout. Brings up Kyle Dewin with 2 down.
I think the intelligent part about that actually comes from Skyler immediately pointing for the appeal, forcing Roth to make a decision on the spot.
It's a good move from the backstop as Dewin bounds the first pitch off for strike 1. The Augusta, Maine native, 1 for 2 tonight, a single in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd. One of the many strikeout victims for Aiden Decker-Petty tonight. He was excellent. 3 innings, 2 hits, just that 2 runs, 1 swing, 2-run homer from Dom Tozzi. No walks, 6 strikeouts.
Did allow the 3 passes based on hit by pitches, but kept his pitch count lower. Walks run up that pitch count pretty quick.
Counts 1-1 to Dewin. Fernandez comes home.
High fastball.
Faces the high heater, fouls it off, and the count moves to 1-2.
Talk to Skyler. Talking about his sort of veteran catcher move right there. He's going to be the longest tenured player on Indiana's roster starting next year.
The 1-2. Popped on the left side. Peak will go back. Bell there as well. And it's the left fielder O'Brien calling him off to make the catch. 6 up, 6 down for Mikey Fernandez. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 2-2 here at Alumni Field.
Fernandez in the 5th inning. And it's time for the SwampBat Mobile.
Whether you're an island resident or planning a summer getaway, the fastest way to get to the Cape Ann Islands is by taking the New England League's preferred partner, the Steamship Authority Ferry. Visit steamshipauthority.com for more information.
Off the dome. He doesn't even need the script. How about that? Yeah.
This is game number 48 for Sanford.
Yeah.
Figured I got to get good at one of them. Then probably the shortest.
It definitely is the shortest. 100%. Let's check the source material and see if you got it right.
Pretty sure I did. Hopefully I
think
did.
You were pretty close. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, right on the money.
There we go.
Yeah, that'll play. That's pretty good.
It was a long summer on that boat 2 summers ago, and
all right, you played for Vineyard.
Yep. And the Newport Gulls are going to head on the Steamship Authority Ferry tomorrow, probably looking to clinch the South Finals. You look in the bottom right corner of your screen, the Gulls with 10 unanswered runs, leading 10-2 at Cardines Field.
Can't be a fun one. 5 runs in the bottom of the 3rd and 5 in the bottom of the 4th. Vineyard's committed 3 errors, 10 runs on 7 hits for Newport.
It's like going to a rowdy college football stadium when you head to Cardines Field to play a baseball game.
Yeah. The fans are right on top of you. They do well in the attendance department. When I say the fans are right on top of you, I mean they are mere feet away from you.
Bottom of the 5th inning here at Alumni Field, 2-2 game. Ripken Reese at the plate. He swings on the first pitch, fouls it off. First strike 1. Reese tonight, 1 for 2. Doubled in the first, reached on an error in the 3rd.
I mean, it's a great venue.
Fantastic.
I love going there.
Over 100 years old. With the dugouts on the same side, bullpens are shared as well. Reese flies this into shallow center. It's the shortstop Burgos moving back to pull it in for the first out of the 5th.
Yeah, just missed that one. Wasn't happy with the swing there. Let's see what Herring has. Drew a walk last time to keep that 3rd inning alive. Or to continue that 3rd inning, I should say.
Jack Herring, the right fielder out of East Carolina University. First at bat, lined out to short. It was 95 off the bat directly at the shortstop, Jorge Burgos. First time we'll see Herring from the left side of the plate tonight, and Libby fooled him on the first pitch, got him to swing and miss on the changeup. It's been quite a year for Jack Herring, named an All-Star. Been in the middle of the order for Keene all summer. The 0-1, miss inside, moves the count to 1-1.
Yeah, I'm flipping back to my scorebook, trying to see. He's in the 2-hole a couple of times. Yeah, he and Ripken Reese kind of flip-flopped. He was in the 2-hole a lot. Played in that 4-hole a little bit as the cleanup guy. Really 2, 3, 4. You hardly saw him anywhere else.
Changeup misses away for ball 2.
Not really a leadoff guy just because of the, you don't have the speed factor. He's a fast guy, but not really a base stealing threat.
Libby's 2-1, line to left center. Sensei will run after it, but it's down. That'll be extra bases. It skips to the wall. Jack Herring on for the 2nd time tonight. He has a double with 1 down in the 5th.
Big swing, goes the other way. It's exactly what you want to do with a pitch on the outside half of the plate. as Herring was hitting left-handed.
The SwampBats with 6 hits tonight, 4 of them for extra bases, 3 doubles and a triple. See it here, just sat back on it, behind it to left center.
Spun it the other way.
It's been that left center gap that he's hurt Sanford here at Alumni Field all summer long. Brings up the cleanup man, Michael O'Brien. Credited to a fielder's choice his last time up. It got a run home. First pitch from Libby is low for ball 1.
Struggled with the strikeout in the postseason thus far.
Nobody will talk about the K's the way he ended game 1 here.
Right.
Counts 1-0 with Herring off of second. Libby to the plate, and will miss inside. It's a 2-0 count.
I asked Michael what he was thinking when he stepped up, because he struck out 4 times before that, and he said, I wasn't thinking. And that seemed to work pretty well for him.
What a year it's been for Keene.
I mean,
see it right there on your screen. I don't have to tell you how good it was. Counts 2-0 to O'Brien. Line to short. Burgos gets it on a hop. The throw to first. They got him. What a play from Jorge Burgos. The scoop, the slide, and the throw for out number 2.
Wow. What a pickup in the infield. Burgos, I mean, that is just took a base hit away from O'Brien. That's a hard hit ball. Not a lot of shortstops in this league are making that play. Great range and a perfect throw for O'Brien, or to retire O'Brien.
Libby will look to strand Herring on second. He'll have to get through Marshall Lipsy. 0 for 2 tonight, a fly out and a ground out. First pitch is looked at for strike 1. Slider at 77 from Libby that time. Herring off of second. He reached on a double with 1 down. The 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Back to the changeup after the first pitch slider. Lipsy, the center fielder out of Florida Atlantic. Had a grand slam at Upper Valley just 2 nights ago. The 0-2. It's popped high in the air, but it'll drift over our heads. Cat will stay at 0-2. Jason Libby in his second inning of work. Allowed a couple of singles last inning. No runs came home. Is allowed a double this inning, looking for another 0. The 0-2. Off the plate. Count moves to 1-2 on Marshall Lipsy. Connor Peak waits on deck. Libby's 1-2. On the ground to second. Kent bobbled it. The throw to first. Not in time. It's the second error of the night for the Mainers. A costly one. They would have been out of the inning. But now Connor Peak will come to the plate, looking to make Sanford pay.
Lipsy turns on the afterburners to beat that throw. Just bobbled it a little bit, kept in front of him, but Lipsy fired up to be safe over there. That's a big base running play. The center fielder, you know he's fast, but turned it to another gear there. That was incredible.
Runners on the corners with 2 outs for Connor Peak. First pitch to Peak is low, and Colton keeps it in front.
Saves a run.
Jack Herring off of third. He doubled. Marshall Lipsy on for first. He just reached on the second error of the night for the Mainers. See if it comes back to hurt Sanford. Libby's 1-0. Lipsy takes off for second. They'll let him take the bag. And 2 in scoring position for Peak.
That's one thing. You're just going to let him go. No point in throwing that with Herring at third. 2-0 count for Peak. This is big time.
Libby to the plate. Runs up and in on Peak, able to get out of the way. 3-0 count. 1 pitch away from a free pass that would bring up TJ Schuyler, who's already 2 for 2 tonight. Libby will look to battle back in the count. 3 consecutive balls for the righty out of Maine. 3-0. That's high. It's a 4-pitch walk, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs for TJ Schuyler.
Yeah, no, Colvin's going to have to try and settle Libby down. 2 outs. Keene, the bases loaded. TJ Schuyler. Good time to have a guy who's 2 for 2 up to the plate.
Schuyler a double in the second, a single in the fourth. Catcher out of Indiana has 7 hits this summer against Sanford in just 16 at-bats. Schuyler will step in with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Sanford should have been out of this inning, but an error keeps Keene alive. First pitch from Libby. Slider misses outside for ball 1.
It's a great take.
TJ Schuyler, the catcher out of Indiana, looking to break this game open in the 5th. But flied on the right side. Dewin will run after it, as well as Jenkins. Dewin puts the glove up, but he cannot make the play. It would have been one of the best catches of the summer if he reeled that in.
Schuyler late on a fastball. High middle. A little lucky. Still be in this at bat. It's 1-1. He's aiming at the moon out there.
Loaded straight away center field. Bases loaded for Schuyler. The count's 1-1 with 2 down. The Illinois native looking for an exclamation point in the midway point of this ball game. The 1-1. Slider in the dirt, and what a job from Ryan Colvin. He saved a couple of runs already this inning.
Already 2 this inning. It's such an understated thing, and underrated to have such a tremendous defensive catcher behind the plate to block those sorts of pitches.
Schuyler had 2 home runs in the regular season. The 2-1. Low and away, ball 3, nowhere to put him.
You have to give him something to hit. You know he can do damage. He's done damage today, but you have to throw him something.
Sanford led 2-0 in this game for 2 runs in the top of the 3rd. Keene got him right back in the bottom half of the inning. The 3-1. It's upstairs, ball 4. And that error proves to be costly for the Mainers as Libby walks home a run. Aaron comes to the plate, and it's 3-2 Keene.
That's big. Great take from Schuyler, his 11th RBI on the year. Big swing, it's 3-2 Keene. That is the errors. That's been the thing right now for Sanford.
Now 2 posts turn with the bases loaded. He's 0 for 2 tonight. The first pitch will miss off the plate for ball 1. The command getting away from Jason Libby in the 5th. Marshall Lipsy off of 3rd. Connor Peak at 2nd. Schuyler off of 1st. The 1-0. And he'll miss inside. Backs Tupou off the plate.
Colvin again, just getting over to that.
The fastball that was just yanked out of the hand of Libby. The Mainers in the danger zone on the road. Somebody will get going momentarily in the Mainers bullpen. A 2-0. That's high, ball 3.
Walk in 2.
5-pitch walk. Not too long ago to Peak, and then TJ Schuyler worked a walk as well. Tupou's up 3-0 in the count. Libby to the plate. He'll take it for strike 1.
It was close, too. Catches the outside corner. Good spot. Still very much Tupou's count.
Keene with just 1 hit this inning. The 3-1. That's inside, ball 4. Here come the SwampBats. It's 4-2.
3 straight walks. Now, yeah, that's going to be Time for at least a mound visit, but we got to get this reliever up quick. I can't exactly tell who it might be.
It's Ben Griffith out there throwing in the bullpen. He just started throwing. So Josh Guptill, the Mariners pitching coach, will take his time as he heads out to the mound.
Buy as much time as possible. That's the correct thing to do.
This error, go back. There was 2 outs with Herring only on second base. The ground ball to second. Got a tough hop on Zach Kent, came up and ate him. And it was a bang-bang play at first, too. But credit Marshall Lipsy for hustling down the line the whole time. Really kick-started this inning.
Well, Kent has kind of dealt with the error bug all year. That was his 10th of the summer. Just an unfortunate miscue.
The base is still loaded for Keene as the 9-hole hitter comes up, Andrew Bell. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Hit by a pitch, scored a run in the 3rd, and he singled his last time up in the 4th. This is the 8th batter that Keene sends to the plate in the 5th.
They do not care how Bell gets on base as long as he does it.
Keene already with 2 runs this inning. First pitch to Bell is outside for ball 1. The Mariners led 2-0. The new Keene was not going to go away. Libby's 1-0. It's upstairs, ball 2. Keene looking for a win in game 1. In front of the faithful here at Alumni Field. 2-0. It's up and in. Count is 3-0. Things in danger of really getting out of hand here in the 5th.
9 of the last 10 pitches have been balls.
3-0. It hits him. Would have been ball 4 anyways. It'll get another run home. 4 consecutive free passes, and the Bats lead by 3.
This is going to be the end of the day for Jason Libby.
Nick Lops will make his way out of the dugout. It'll be Ben Griffith on the mound once again for Sanford. We'll step away here at Alumni Field. Keene leads 5-2. Back here at Alumni Field, we're still in the bottom of the 5th after 4 consecutive free passes. The SwampBats get 3 runs to take a 5-2 lead. The Mariners and Nick Lops go to Ben Griffith for the 2nd consecutive night. The righty out of Binghamton, a Shrewsbury, Massachusetts native, making his 14th appearance on the summer, has a 2.66 ERA and 23+ innings. He fired a scoreless inning against North Adams in the deciding Game 3 at Goodall Park yesterday. Led up a hit, struck a man out. And this is a really big spot here. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 outs and Ty Manolfi at the plate.
It's a dream scenario. Keene has just been gifted opportunities and ways to stay in innings all night. And credit to them, I mean, they've taken advantage of it. Sometimes we've seen that happen with Keene thus far, sometimes this year, where they've been given opportunities but have stranded so many runners on the base paths that they just squandered countless. But today, not the case. Great sign for Keene.
Ty Manolfi, the DH out of Boston College, will come to the plate. has a good chance to be named the league MVP. He hit .383 in the regular season. Only one home run. It came against this Mainers team at Goodall Park, but in 34 games, he was unbelievable for the Bats. Malfi coming off a 3-hit game against Upper Valley Saturday night. Looking to extend Keene's lead in the 5th. Griffith in one of the biggest spots of his summer. First pitch to Malfi is low for ball 1, and what a job Ryan Colbin has done behind the plate.
Flowers, man. It's a thankless job, but he has saved without as capable of a backstop right there for Sanford. This is probably a 7-2 or 8-2 game.
Looking like Colbin will be the starting catcher for UMass Amherst this coming year. He was an all-star this summer for the Mainers. The 1-0. That's low for ball 2, and not the start that Ben Griffith wants after 3 consecutive walks and then a hit by pitch to end Jason Libby's night.
And I don't think Malfi is going to take the bat off the shoulder until he sees a strike.
All you have to do in this spot, TJ Schuyler off at 3rd, Tupou at 2nd, Andrew Bell at 1st. Griffith's 2-0 is lined to 2nd. Kent picks it. Will flip it to Burgos. The Mainers escape the 5th inning, but not before the Bats get 3. It's 5-2 Keene as we head to the 6th.
SwampBat fans, tonight's Brushing the Bases is brought to you by Spoonwood Dental. Let's give Ribby Brett a big hand. Like a nice set of teeth, faces need to be thoroughly brushed at least twice a day. Thanks to Spoonwood Dental, Ribby brushes every day to keep his big smile looking great for all of his pictures. Just like Ribby, make sure to visit Spoonwood Dental for all of your dental needs.
Line score for the SwampBats, 3 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error, 3 men left on base.
Hold up, SwampBat, hold up.
And lucky ticket time once again, ladies and gentlemen, for SwampBats split trip. Red ticket 556 7368 556 76.
What a shot from our crew here at Alumni Field as night falls on Keene, New Hampshire, and it's the SwampBats with a 5-2 lead after a 3-run bottom of the 5th inning in which Keene just got 1 hit. It was a double from Jack Herring. 4 consecutive free passes just hurt Sanford, and Mikey Fernandez back on the mound. He just sat down for a long time, but he'll take the run support.
The key is for Fernandez, like you said, sat down 6 straight, but you have to continue that after not pitching in live game action for an extended period of time. When you're in the game, you expect to only spend at most probably, what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes in between when you're on the mound and when you're in the dugout, but that had to be more like 25 for Fernandez, so let's see if he's still hot.
It was a lengthy bottom of the 5th inning, and talked about that error. Libby allows 3 runs. None of them were earned. Pete Kowinski leads off the top of the 6th inning. 3rd baseman out of Southern Maine. He is 0 for 0 tonight. 2 hit by pitches. He's on base for Dom Tazi's 2-run homer in the 3rd. The 1-0. Up a mile high on the infield. Tupou's looking for it. He picks it up late, and that should be a fair ball. It is. The home plate umpire, Don Goller, makes the call. Tupou got a piece of it with his glove in fair territory. It'll be likely marked as an E3. He lost it at first, but he did pick it up.
McKenna wants an explanation. I think Tupou, it looked like he was standing in foul territory.
It's going to be a tough call to overturn as well, even with any kind of argument that Sean McKenna's going to make.
Yeah.
Umpires will not come together to discuss it.
I mean, he lost the lights. We talked about earlier. That could have been the haze. So have a look. Yeah, Tupou has no idea where it is. Wait. Is that line on the right fair territory?
Line on the right is foul territory.
Then that's the wrong call. That is absolutely the wrong call.
The call will stand, marked as a fair ball E3 on Tupou, who lost it at first, picked it up late, and Dom Tazi will come to the plate with Pete Kablinski on base once again.
That is 100% the wrong call. They don't have the benefit of video replay, so it's a tough one to make. Maybe the white lines just got mixed up. Makes sense. But a good pitch from Fernandez to start him back up.
Dom Tazi tonight 1 for 2. Struck out in the first, but belted a 2-run homer over the center field wall in the third. Fernandez with the 0-1. That's chopped foul, a double hit. Count goes to 0-2. First base runner Fernandez has allowed in his outing.
It's only
still no hits, no walks.
It's only the second error for Tupou off the field.
You don't see a lot of first baseman errors some of the time.
But Tupou is especially consistent.
Counts 0-2. Fernandez looking for his second punch out, the 0-2. Ozzy will leave the fastball high for ball 1.
The ball's played in foul territory and drops fair. It's still a foul ball.
A couple of rulings back and forth on that this year. 1-2. Fly ball on the right side of the field. It'll drift towards foul ground. No play for Herring.
Kids will get it, though. That's their territory now.
Got that white line out of play. Down both of the lines. Other than that, it's fair game once you get past that line. Counts 1-2 to Tazi. Fernandez looking to continue to roll on the mound. That's high once again. That'll move the count even to 2-2.
There's the geese that we were talking about. Have been persistent the last couple of weeks, the last week or so.
For the 6-year at Alumni, the 2-2 to Tazi, another one upstairs. And after an 0-2 count, the count now full. Fernandez jumping around out there on the mound. He wanted that call, but that was the right call from Don Goller. It was upstairs.
I think he's just more frustrated that he's leaving everything upstairs at the moment.
Kablinski leads off at first. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Second strikeout tonight for Mikey Fernandez. Second time Dom Tazi will head back to the bench on strikes. Brings up Luke Jenkins. Jenkins, the right fielder, 0 for 2 tonight. A couple of flyouts.
That's a really intelligent pitch call from Schuyler, because 3 pitches in a row that are high. The guess for the hitter is that, okay, he's going to try and get it low. It's probably going to be in the middle of the zone. Schuyler knows that Fernandez likes to have ride on his fastball, calls it again.
Goes to the breaking ball on the first pitch to Jenkins. It misses away for ball 1. Jenkins 1 hit this postseason. It's a home run. There's 1 home run all summer on the road. Put one out of right field at Goodall Park, the short porch. Fastball gets by him there.
25 inches of vertical break.
Not a good ride on that fastball from Fernandez. Why you see those swings and misses. A solo shot at North Adams 2 nights ago for Jenkins. The 1-1 back to the slider. Move the count to 2-1. That home run Jenkins had at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams was the only run Sanford had for a while, until there was 2 outs in the top of the 9th when Dewan had a 2-run homer. Fernandez with a 2-1, another fastball right by Jenkins. Count goes to 2-2.
Same spot, that high fastball is really working. Now Fernandez has some options.
Looking for back-to-back strikeouts in the 6th. He is still yet to allow a hit or a walk. The 2-2. It's off the plate. Up and outside at 90. Count goes full on Jenkins. Big spot in this game.
I don't know where he goes.
Get Jenkins on base here. Jorge Burgos would come to the plate representing the tying run. Check over to first. That skips in the dirt. Luckily, it catches the shin or the knee somewhat of Tupou to stay in front.
Got to focus on the batter at this point.
Trying to catch Kablinski by surprise at first. Maybe thought there's a possibility of him running on the pitch. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A fastball at 90. Back-to-back strikeouts for Mikey Fernandez, and there's 2 down in the 6th.
Changed the eye level, went low that time, and it worked. Great pitch. I think the effect of throwing over to first kind of got Jenkins maybe a little bit thrown off of his focus, because Jenkins was seeing around the edges of the zone really well in that at-bat.
With 2 outs, Jorge Burgos steps in. Another fastball cut on and missed. Sitting right there at 90 with the heater. Burgos tonight, he's 0 for 2, a strikeout, and a ground out back to Fernandez. He was the first Sanford Mainer to face Mikey Fernandez tonight. Swing and a miss, the count goes to 0-2.
2 fastballs in a row.
Kablinski reached on an error to start the inning. Fernandez has done his job. 2 strikeouts already. The count's 0-2 to Burgos. And it plunks him right in the back. Got him with a fastball at 89. Flush between the number 9 of Jorge Burgos. So there's the first free pass tonight for Mikey Fernandez. That'll send Ryan Colbin to the plate.
Skyler, the veteran, is going to go settle him down there.
Kablinski on second after an E1 on Tupou to start the inning. And then Jorge Burgos on an 0-2 count. Gets a fastball straight into his back. Ryan Colbin, the catcher, searching for his first hit tonight. Step in, batting 8th tonight behind the plate. He and Tazi have been switching off between DH and catching duties. First pitch from Fernandez is upstairs for ball 1. Colbin, the Cumberland, Maine native. One of the many Maine natives on this Maine team. The 1-0. Outside, back pick to first. A good throw. They would have had a chance. Also, Tupou wasn't in a great position to receive and put a tag down. Pitch was a ball, so the count's 2-0. And here comes Stephen Bangs, the SwampBats pitching coach, out to talk to Mikey Fernandez.
You got to make sure this inning doesn't get away from you. It's the right play from Banks, right decision to come out and try and settle him down, talk some strategy, and let your defense work behind you.
Stephen Bangs, a member of the 2024 SwampBats team, played his college ball at Franklin Pierce.
He actually was telling us that he got another year of eligibility, so he's going back to pitch this next spring.
How about that?
Yeah.
From the coaching ranks back to the diamond for the Ravens of Franklin Pierce. Not too far in Ridge, New Hampshire, where our good friend Ryan Fitzpatrick just finished up his collegiate football career. Fernandez with the 2-0. Another ball out of the strike zone. That's now 4 consecutive fastballs that have not been in the zone. He was up 0-2 on Burgos, hit him with the pitch. Now the count's 3-0 to Colbin.
Shades at the bottom of the 5th.
3-0. Low and away, ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk. And here comes Sam Miller to the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Sam Miller tonight. He's 0 for 2, a grounder back to the pitcher, a fly out to left.
Fernandez can get out of this inning on his own. That is massive for momentum.
Miller has 1 home run this summer. It was a line drive to left field at McKenzie Stadium in Holyoke against the Valley Blue Sox. 108 miles an hour off the bat. First pitch from Fernandez. Big cut, fouls it back for strike 1.
Keene Vorster starting to get loose in the bullpen for the bats, but yeah, at 88 that time, so maybe losing a little velocity, but still a good pitch. That's that same run.
Come on, swap that. Make me work. Come on.
The 0-1 to Miller. Into the off speed. And misses high for ball one.
And just got around the slider.
Kablinski at third. Burgos at second. Colbin at first. Hernandez was rolling before the command started to get away from him. The 1-1. Good changeup. And Miller off balance.
Just perfect.
Good action on that pitch. Crowd starts to get into it a little bit.
Biggest pitch of the game.
Bases loaded, 2 down in the top of the 6th inning. The Bats lead by 3. Fernandez looks to leave them loaded. The 1-2. Hopped on the right side. Tupou will range over, and he makes the play, redeems himself after the error to start the inning. Mikey Fernandez leads the bases loaded after a couple of free passes. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Keene still leads 5-2.
Okay, kids, it's that time of the night. You know what it is. It's Dash in the Grass. So head on over to the gray tent behind third base right now if you're feeling quick and think you can beat Brett tonight. You know, Ringo Dental is now a studio dental. Same amazing Keene, Sanford, Chaos, with the new name inspired by people commitment to care, renewal, and community. Now welcoming new patients to Keene and Peterborough. Learn more or schedule a visit at KeeneDental.com. Continuing with mobile power practice is partnered with the SwampBats to help our team repeat performance.
Back here at Alumni Field in Keene, New Hampshire, the SwampBats with a 5-2 lead over the Sanford Mainers in Game 1 of the 2025 NECBL playoffs. We're here in the North Division Finals. Winner of this series will face either the Newport Gulls or Martha's Vineyard Sharks in the NECBL Championship Series. And you see the bottom right of your screen, Newport with a 10-2 lead, now 11-2 lead as soon as I say that, down at Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Ben Griffith out on the mound for the bottom of the 6th inning. He faced one batter in the 5th, inherited a bases-loaded jam with 2 outs, got time and all feet to ground out to second to end the 5th, but the SwampBats took advantage of some walks, a hit by pitch to get 3 runs and take a 5-2 lead.
A couple of interesting games across the league. What you expect at this point in the year?
Ripken Reese will step in. Leads off the bottom of the 6th. Reese, the second baseman out of Kent State, has a hit tonight. It was a double in the 1st. Also reached on an error and popped out to short. Take a quick moment here as the PA system was still going when Griffith was ready to come to the plate. Sanford with just 2 hits, 2 runs this game. Now both of their runs on 1 swing, a 2-run homer from Tom Tozzi. First pitch to Reese. Catch the outer half of the plate, first strike 1. For Keene, they got 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. And then 3 more in the bottom of the 5th. The 0-1 from Ben Griffith is lined the other way. That is going to slice foul.
Got us out of our seats. Well hit ball. Pitch on the outside part of the plate that you almost have to take the other way. But also close to being probably extra bases over there.
Counts 0-2 to Ripken Reese. Griffith to the plate. On this outside for ball 1.
A splitter, I think.
Comes at you with a couple of different things in metric-wise, the stuff we have up here. Sometimes they're similar, sometimes they're vastly different. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Throws him on the breaker. One down in the 6th after the first strikeout for Ben Griffith.
It's a good pitch, catches the bottom of the zone, that splitter, and we'll see what Herring has.
Herring, the right fielder, doubled his last time up. Scored a run. The first of 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Herring has 3 home runs against Sanford this summer.
Come on, SwampBats, I'm there for you. Come on, SwampBats.
First pitch to Herring is taken inside for ball 1. Herring, a switch hitter. Swings the bat really well from both the left and right sides of the plate, and you don't see a lot of those anymore, and for somebody to do it at one of the highest levels of baseball, it's just extremely impressive.
And have power doing it too. That's the impressive part. I think the majority of his homers have come from the left-hand side of the plate, but that's going to happen when you're facing mostly righties.
Herring, the Atlanta, Georgia native. Plays his college ball for the Pirates of East Carolina. 2-0. That catches the plate, called strike 1.
Come on, SwampBats, come on now.
And Griffith has done a lot of pitching this year. One of the top arms in the bullpen for Binghamton this spring on their way to an America East championship, and logged a lot of miles with the Mainers as well. The 2-1, grounded to second. Kent has it, over to first for the second out of the 6th. That's Griffith's Binghamton teammate Zach Kent over at second base, helping his guy out.
It's the fun part about summer ball. Sometimes you see teammates who are used to being teammates. That connection.
It's been a Binghamton pipeline for the Mainers in recent years. This year, your starting third baseman and one of your catchers in the playoff run out of Binghamton, Devin Bade and Evan Sullivan. Michael O'Brien, the left fielder, at the plate. He'll take the first pitch upstairs for ball 1.
He had a hit stolen from him his last time. That excellent play from Burgos at short.
Burgos ranged to his right, backhanded it. Spun back the other way after he picked the baseball and threw a strike to Kyle Doohan at first. The 1-0, blown into shallow left field, and Miller's there for the 3rd out of the inning. It's a 1-2-3-6 for Ben Griffith. We head to the 7th at Alumni Field, the Bats with a 5-2 lead. Andrew Hilsman has you for the rest of the way.
Nothing crossed. In the 6th inning for the SwampBats.
The dash in the grass is done. That means it's time for the top of the 7th. And Mikey Fernandez is back out for another inning. Gotta imagine that his day may be done. First sign of trouble, but what a day he's had. Got out of a jam in the 6th, but then the 4th and the 5th, retired 6 straight. It's been impressive to watch him go to work.
He's been fantastic, and that's what you need, especially pitching with a lead in a playoff situation like this where you hopefully only have one more off day this summer. You've got to go out there and get length from your guys, because we talked about it before, Keene's not a team that has a ton of arms left. They have enough to go win a championship, don't get me wrong. But it's not like they have guys sitting around who can go out there and rack up innings for him. So when you get a chance like Fernandez has, he's really ran with it. He's been great for Keene tonight.
Keene Vorster probably the next to come into the game. Would be my guess. He's throwing down there in the bullpen. Fernandez is going to start us off here in the 7th against the leadoff hitter Sensei. As he fouls one back, it's 88. The velocity has dipped down a little bit, but still placing it pretty well. As long as the command is still there for a pitcher, it often is all right if you drop a little bit of velocity, as long as you're hitting your spots.
What pitching is. Go out there, collect outs. Doesn't matter how you're doing it.
This is inside. Right-handed hitter Sensei, 289, 5 homers, 23 RBI on the year, but he's 0 for 3 today, 2 for 10 in the postseason coming into this game. Ball on a strike. Quick step, that's a strike. Catches the outside corner.
You got to go out there and do it. It feels like this inning, if you're Sanford, you have some of your best bats out. You kind of have that feeling Keene, the top team in the league, is not going to blow a lead in the 9th on their home field in the postseason. These next 2 innings are so big for the Mainers.
1-2, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4 for Mikey.
He's rolling right now. Got to give him some credit, because when he's gotten in some trouble, he's worked out of it. Last inning, a great example of that. And getting the first out of the 7th with one of the best hitters in the league at the plate, that's huge.
Doesn't get much easier with Zach Kent to the plate. The top of both of these lineups, very potent. First pitch, swinging. Pete picks it up, throws across the diamond, straight to the waiting glove of Tupo, out number 2.
So you want, you get the strikeout. You don't need another one. You come back, you attack the strike zone, get weak contact. It just feels like the Mainers are dead right now. It's kind of the feeling you get. They had that 2-run lead, and as soon as they gave it up, kind of like, all right, we got ourselves a battle right here. But when a team is able to get 3 runs when they don't have to take the bat off of their shoulders, that's a really deflating team feeling for a ball club.
Yeah. Still 3 innings left. Just about 3 innings left. A little bit under. First pitch to Kyle Doohan, wave and a miss. Another high fastball. Working up in the zone. Sanford's hitters just can't barrel it up.
That all goes back to the Keene pitching. They don't have 2 hits for no reason at all. It's because Keene's been excellent.
Off the hands, O'Brien ranges after it. It drops foul.
You have those 2 runs coming on a single, and then 1 swing from Dom Tazi, in which that ball to center, that's not coming close to leaving a lot of other fields around the league.
Right.
Look at Rogers Park and Danbury. That might be the only other one where it comes close to getting out of here. You look at it for Sanford, 2 errors as well. Not going to help, especially in the postseason. Nope. Go back to Nick Lopp's keys to the game that Ryan talked about. One of them was you can't give Keene those free passes, those miscues, because they're going to take advantage of it.
That's what's killed him today. 0-2 from Fernandez, misses low. Fernandez up to 55 pitches. Emptying the tank in his last appearance for the Bats this summer. And here comes. Fly ball deep into the night sky. Lipsy ranges back and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for Fernandez. What a day. 4 innings from the Miami man. And under 60 pitches. Phenomenal stuff for the Bats pitching. It's still 5-2. We head to the home half of the 7th.
Oh, Batman, this is 7:30. You know what time it is. Special edition playoff t-shirt time. Brought to you by our great friends over at Bulldog. Get on your feet, make some noise for a chance at a free t-shirt. Take the L to the ball game.
Fans are stretching in the middle of the 7th inning here at Alumni Field. Keene leads by 3. What a day from Mikey Fernandez. Aiden Decker-Petty got the ball rolling with 3 innings and 6 strikeouts, only allowed 2 runs. And Fernandez, no runs, escaped the bases, no to jam in the 6th. The 4th, 5th, and 7th faced the minimum.
It's
tremendous.
This ends up in a title for Keene. And come back and circle that for Mikey Fernandez as one of the best relief performances across the league this summer. Sanford didn't really have a chance to get a run home, and when they did, it was because he allowed a free passes. He wasn't getting hit, had that hit by pitch, and then that walk, but those happened back to back. That was just a little glimpse of him losing his command. It wasn't off at all the whole night, just that one moment. He is excellent on the mound.
The pitching has really been the difference today for Keene. He took advantage of the free passes, but pitching has kept this a 3-run lead. Marshall Lipsy swings at the first pitch, high fastball. 0 for 3, reached and scored on an error. Reached on an error and later scored, I should say. Line out in the 2nd and a ground out in the 3rd. Takes in the dirt, nice block by Colbin.
That is work cut out for him behind the plate tonight.
Big time.
One of the last regular season games against the Upper Valley Nighthawks. He was getting so battered and bruised back there. Nick Lobbs actually took him out of the game because he was blocking so many pitches and rattled him a little bit. Got to keep him healthy for the playoffs.
He's done a tremendous job behind the plate today. 1-1 misses outside. Two balls, 1 strike from Griffith. Fouled away off the hands.
And there have rarely been for Keene any 3-4 pitch at-bats tonight. Every single time somebody's been up there, 2-2, 3-2, with a lot of foul balls mixed in. It's been a battle throughout.
You think back to the 2nd at-bat of the game for Keene. Ripken Reese that ended in a double all the way in the 1st. Prime example, 2-2. Looking for that same sort of way here.
Mainers haven't had a lot of put-away pitches on the mound tonight. Even that, the breaking ball at 79, that's hanging around the strike zone from Griffith, and that's why it's on a swing and a miss, rather a foul ball for Lipsy.
Another 2-2. Griffith comes home. Off the hands, nice snag by Kyle Doohan. And there's 1 away.
That's the pitch you come back with after a breaking ball outside. You go 88 with the heater. Inner part of the plate. Another instance, we talked about the difference between wood and metal. There's a little more scream on it with a metal bat. Wood bat, it just dies right there, and that's why it wasn't that sharp of a line drive. It might have seeded off the crack of the bat, but just 66 off the bat. Kind of died right for Doohan to take it in foul ground.
First pitch, a strike on the slider to Connor Peak. 0 for 2, reached on a walk and scored as well. It's the first of that walk parade in the 5th that allowed Keene to bring their lead to 3 runs. Peak takes low, started the upper body, but stayed back. Wave and a miss, had him out in front.
When he's been on this year, that's the pitch he's gone to all year. That breaking ball just falls off a table. That's when he can go multiple innings and not even allow a base runner sometimes, is when that pitch is at its best.
Another block by Colbin, pitch in the dirt. Don Galler's really zipping the balls from the pouch back.
You don't always get a chance to throw him out or out there.
He's only missed 1 today, so his rate of success is pretty high, and there's been plenty of foul balls, so he's had plenty of chances. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another block, goodness.
That's a put-away pitch, just too far out in front of the plate for a hitter to think twice about swinging at it.
Surprised if there's a dent in the catcher's gear. There's that chest protector. It's serving him well. Full count to Peak. And one misses low, ball four. Great at bat from Peak.
This kind of sums up the at-bats all night for Keene. 2 strikes on him for a long time. Fouled a couple off, left a couple out of the zone. That's a good fastball. It's 88, just below the bottom of the zone. Peak able to recognize that, earn himself a walk.
It's a good take. Just pulled that fastball a little bit, like you said. Nobody moving in the Mainers bullpen. Pretty quiet on the Keene front as well. Peak leads off of first. First pitch to Skyler. He takes the strike.
What a day for Skyler. Double, single, part of that onslaught of walks, and that's where this game flipped. As soon as the Bats worked 3 straight walks, they've been in control.
Waves and misses, had him out in front on the curve.
Hey, go that beat, kid. Go that beat. Let's go 2-5 on the way.
Very good pitch. Slider. Low in the zone and tunnels well with the fastball. We'll see what he goes, 2-0-2. And here comes. Way high, nice catch by Coleman. Kept it in front and kept Peak at first base.
Yeah, that was the off speed again, just slipped right out of the hand. You could see it instantly, it was way up there. And Coleman's the one that called the pitch, so he knew it wasn't gonna have any kind of break on from the release point. Reacted instantly.
Peak struggles on his steal attempt, throw to first. Skyler beats the double play, and Peak is out in second. He stumbled there a little bit. Same spot that Ripken Reese did earlier in the game. So Skyler reaches out a fielder's choice.
Good response from Griffin. That ball just beat right into the ground. That's where he wants that pitch. 81, bottom of the strike zone. It swings and misses. You get ground balls like that. Just not hit hard enough to try to turn 2 on Skyler.
There's Chandler Tupou, the left-handed first baseman. First pitch, a strike. This Vineyard has made up a little bit of ground on Newport. It's 11-4 down there in Newport, Rhode Island. Still not really a close game, but that's the matchup for the South Division Championship.
It's just a team that's done it the right way in their history. Most championships among all NECBL franchises. They're looking for 3 in a row this year.
They've got 8 in their history. Sanford, I believe, with 2. Keene with 5. Keene the second most out of any franchise, defunct or still active. The 1-1. Tupou pops one up, and that is out of play.
There have been a lot of teams across the history of the NECBL, too.
There have.
A lot of them have folded, unfortunately, but it's been a lot more than you would think out there across the league. But 2 organizations on the field today that have been around for a long time, over 20 years. Newport, one of them as well.
Danbury's been around for a long time, too. 1-2. Outside, evens it up.
'24 teams all time in the NECBL, 13 active members.
Don't think I could name you one of them.
There's even some that I have never heard of before.
The Winnipesaukee Muskrats are in there, right?
They are.
And the 2-2. Line drive foul down the left field's line. That one goes out of play near the Sanford bullpen. Somebody will run after it.
The team was known as the Scrats.
Yeah, it's good.
Last year of their existence was 2022.
New Bedford Bay Sox in there too.
Got that also around New Bedford, the Plymouth Pilgrims.
Bit of alliteration there for you. 2-2. Ground ball right side. Doohan spears it into the ground. Barehand play. It gets away from the pitcher, Griffith. Schuyler's going to take third base. Ball stayed in play.
Probably end up being an E1 on Griffith. Almost had a 3-4-1 put out.
Yeah.
Get a look at the replay here. A lot going on that play.
Hard hit grounder. Doohan kind of speared it. Barehand from Kent, but it got away from Griffith.
The third Sanford error tonight.
And what I just noticed, Mikey Fernandez is going to come back into this game. He ain't done just yet.
You talked about it, it's his last appearance. Sean McKenna might as well use him for as long as he can, and why stop? He's been phenomenal.
So Tupou reaches on an error by the second baseman, Kent. That's his second of the game. Bell swings and fouls one off. Schuyler moves to third. Moves at the corners, 2 away.
It's one of those for Kent. You're not going to be thrilled to come back to the box score after the game and find out there was an error on yourself.
Yeah. So caught on the throw. Changed it to. Did they change it? No. Let's scroll back.
Come on now, let's go. SwampBats, come on now. Let's go.
Nothing to 2 to Andrew Bell. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, Keene leads 5-2. Bell would love to plate Schuyler from third if he can. Griffith's 0-2. Swing and a miss. The inning's over. Good strikeout for Griffith to keep runs from crossing the plate. It's still 5-2. The top of the 8th is where we'll go when we come back.
SwampBat fans, it's trash time here at Alumni. Interns are going to be coming on up into the stands and grabbing trash from you. Also, keep your eyes peeled for the purple polos and the black trash bags. We'll be up there in just a second. Mascoma Bank is proudly sponsoring the Keene SwampBats this season. Mascoma Bank is a local community bank that believes in putting our community first. I saw him 2 nights ago. And Walter. He was sitting 95. Yep. Listen, let me call you back when the game is over. It's NECBL. I'll get back to you about an hour.
Shot of the lights here at Alumni Field. We're entering the top of the 8th inning. Keene up 5-2. Still time for the Mainers to come back in this game. It's only a 3-run deficit. The errors have spelled disaster thus far for Sanford. And look at this. Mikey Fernandez is back out for inning number 5.
He has been the story of this game, in my opinion, for Keene.
I agree.
You're going to flash back to that bottom of the 5th if the score holds, where Keene took advantage of all those walks to score, but Fernandez has been unbelievable in relief in a playoff atmosphere at home. The performances that people will talk about for a long time. And I mentioned it last inning. Nick Lopp's word for word is key to the games. You cannot make mistakes against a team like Keene. Yep. And that's what the Mainers have done. 3 errors, all those walks that hit by pitch of the 5th. Keene didn't have to do really any work that inning to get those 3 runs.
You tally it up. 5 runs across the plate. 1 has been earned. First pitch swinging from Koblinski right by his barrel at 88.
Go back to the 3rd when Keene got 2 runs. An error in there, a walk, a hit by pitch as well.
The only earned run was that time at Olfe RBI triple. Going a little bit up on the slider.
This is now the Mainers' 4th postseason game. The pitching staff has allowed 4 earned runs across that whole stretch.
Foul ball out of play into the night sky. No clue where that was. Probably in the swamp. On-deck hitter.
Get him out here, get him out. Come on, SwampBat.
Jenkins in the hole there. Trying to make out who that was.
Dom Tazi on deck.
Swing and a miss on the slider. Fernandez, K number 5. What a performance so far, and he's not done just yet.
Clean inning here. I wouldn't be shocked if they rolled him out there for the 9th.
They have somebody moving. It looks like Ben Dean warming down there.
With the way the NECBL postseason is formatted, you don't want to abuse your pitching. You want to have guys go for as long as they can, wherever they can. And just Ben Griffith is a perfect example. He pitched last night for Sanford.
Fernandez pitched on Saturday for an inning. I imagine that Keene would want to bring in Dean to throw an inning. He also threw an inning on Saturday to just hopefully for them wrap it up and bring the hometown kid into the game in the playoffs. That was a little bit high. Dean grew up in Swansea, New Hampshire, just about 15 minutes south of here. Cheshire County Cannon.
Perfect nickname there.
Yep. That's what he's been dubbed as. 2-0. Wave and a miss. A big swing from Tazi, who's already gone yard once. Looking to put some life into the Mies with another.
Saw that swing. It's pretty much all the swings for Dom Tazi. He does not get cheated on it.
Two-one. The big hat runs into 2-2.
Which is surprising too, the way Tazi swings. His 3 home runs this summer, and all of them that I've seen on video when he was at Coastal Carolina this year have been to the opposite field. That fly ball to center, his home run tonight, is the closest to the pole side he's put a ball out of the park.
That's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, the way he whips his head out there.
Exactly, right. 2-2. Takes down and in, runs the count full. Assume this is Fernandez's inning to finish. 21 away. Efficient for Keene, the better. The 3-2. Another foul ball. 89 that time, but that is middle. He sees under it because of the.
It's because of that ride. Yeah.
It's
you have good
dodges
ride.
barrels.
If you have a good ride, if you had good run on your fastball, you can afford to miss middle because it's going to have movement on it.
If that's a kind of a straight ball, that's probably another homer for Tazi, but Fernandez's ability to dodge barrels. 3-2. That one high, there's a walk. Only the first walk of the day, or rather the second for Fernandez. First since the 6th.
Tell he wanted to strike out there. He juiced that fastball. Yeah. Threw with everything he had.
To 67 pitches.
What happens when you try to overthrow it too? Everybody's done it at one point in time, but yeah, it's usually not going to be in the strike zone if you're trying to go max effort when you typically don't go max effort.
He'll face a fellow lefty in Luke Jenkins, who's 0 for 3. A couple of flyouts and a strikeout. High inside corner, called a strike. Perfect spot. We're in the top of the 8th. Sanford has not scored since the top of the 3rd. The 0-1. Slider, perfect spot, high and in. 0-2, one away.
Not a lot of guys are going to be able to hit a slider at that part of the strike zone. Hit the ones that float middle, but it's dotted up inside. You're not going to get to it.
That one just misses. Crowd wanted it. Close call. 1-2. Pops a slider in the infield. Peak has a read on it and ranges back into foul territory to make the catch, 2 away.
Reed with the slider, another one. A little up and inside. You're not going to get a barrel on that pitch. It's tough to hit because it's coming down late. It's entering the strike zone itself very late. That's why you're not going to hit it, because it's up, 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 and then you got to swing at the last second to get a piece of it. It's just hard to get the sweet spot of the bat there.
So bring up Jorge Burgos. 0 for 2, a hit by pitch. He was stranded at second in the 6th. First pitch. Just a hair high.
Not going to win a lot of games, especially the best team in the league, when you have more errors than you do hits combined with spectacular pitching on the other side.
Ball to strike, 90 mile an hour. That one is out of play. See, Skyler had no idea where it was. Got that mask off quick. He's just looking up. He's like, I don't know where it went. Thankful for him that it went out of play. No play to be made. Ball to strike.
A tough one to just watch.
Yeah.
Drop behind you in fair territory, or not in fair territory, in the field of play.
The 1-1. Got it. High inside corner, perfect spot. 1-2. Fernandez about to throw his 75th pitch of the day. In inning number 5. Comes home. Ground ball left side. That'll hit on foul. Both games happening concurrently in the NECBL at the same pace. Top of the 8th. Newport with a little bit more of a comfortable lead than Keene has at the moment. They're up 11-4 on the Sharks. Fernandez looking to end the 8th. The 1-2. Just high. This big sweeping slider.
Get down out that time. That's why it stayed up. We've seen a couple up around the zone. That one a little too high though, but when he has thrown it at the top of the strike zone, it's been effective.
And is low and inside. It's a full count. Tazi will be in motion with a 3-2 count, 2 away. Here come the claps from the Alumni Field faithful. Fernandez will toe the rubber. The payoff. Misses high, ball 4. 90 miles an hour, really going for it there. Motion to the bullpen. We'll see if head coach Sean McKenna makes the call. Not get up just yet. Moving around. And Dean is warm. 2 on. Game tying run is at the plate, Ryan Colbin. And Sean McKenna is going to come out and likely make the call to the pen. We'll see if he looks over. As he still trots out. No decision just yet on if he will take the ball.
Looks like he's just asking Fernandez how he feels, and they're going to go to the pen.
Yep. But what a day for Mikey Fernandez. Take a bow, my friend. What a day. In his last appearance with the Bats in 2025, his best. 5 innings, or 4 2/3 innings of scoreless ball and 5 strikeouts. What a day. We'll be right back as Ben Dean enters the game.
Attention, please. Now pitching for the SwampBats. from Duke University.
You know what?
Swansea, New Hampshire. The Cheshire County Cannon, number 9, Ben Dean.
It's time for the Mainers to meet the Cheshire County Cannon. Ben Dean has pitched twice against the Mainers this year, not since July 3rd, in which he pitched an inning, walked 1, struck out 2. Got the win against Sanford on June 28th here at Alumni Field with an inning and 2/3, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. We'll see what he has in store today.
The right guy to go to. You could tell the wheels were starting to come off for Fernandez. Every time he was missing that inning, he was missing up both on his off-speed and his fastball. So it was the right time to go to the bullpen, and it's a big spot still. It might not seem it just because of Keene's dominance right now, but it's still just a 3-run game.
That's right. It's a big spot for Dean. Looking for a 4-out save.
In the bottom right, too, things getting a little interesting down at Cardin's Field.
11-7 in the top of the 8th there. Blake Binder up hit a homer. 2-run shot. It's a game to watch. But this is now Ben Dean's game to end. First pitch swinging, lined down the left field line and over near the bullpen. Jumped on it 97. That's a pitch that he can do damage with. This is Jorge Burgos, or rather, this is Ryan Colbin. Burgos is aboard at first with a walk.
Big difference.
Tazi at second. Got him swinging at 93. It's 0-2. Dean toes the rubber again. The 0-2. Got him. Ben Dean. He'll come back for the top of the 9th. But before that, the top of the order for the Bats are due up. Lanolfi, Reese, and Herring look to add to the lead for the SwampBats. It's 5-2 in Keene.
No run, no hit. No errors, 2 men left on base.
What a shot at the moon. That is cool to look at, huh? Wonder if it's because of the haze or what. But an orange moon in the sky in Keene, New Hampshire. The lights are bright for the North Division Finals here in Keene, and Ty Manolfi is going to lead off at the bottom of the 8th for the SwampBats. Had a triple back in the 3rd. That was so long ago. And Griffith's still in the game. I'd imagine that Sanford wants to save as many arms as possible.
You have to, and with Griffith pitching tonight, he'll be off the table tomorrow. This spot where you see Drew Smith, Tyler Longoria possibly, Sam Mitchell in relief.
12,980 through the gates here at Alumni Field. Beautiful night. Just missed that 2,000 mark that they've eclipsed so many times this year. Timon Olfe's going to start off the bottom of the 8th.
It's an inning where little insurance can't hurt for Keene. You never want to be comfortable, especially in the playoffs where every game just means that much more. You do feel comfortable with that 3-run lead because the Keene pitching has been excellent tonight.
Manolfi squares to bunt. This is placed perfectly. It stays fair. What a bunt from Timon Olfe. He's on with a single.
Looks like it might have spun foul at first, but it had that spin off the dirt where it was actually keeping it in fair territory that whole time. What a job to lay that down. Recognize that Kablinski was playing back, and you can't
just
blame
skirting
Kablinski
the line,
there.
yep.
Yeah, you see it, it stayed in the whole time. Not much Griffith could do, even if he picked it up instantly. But Olfe was going to beat the throw by plenty.
I'm guessing the exit velocity, how about 16 miles an hour? Perfect bunt. Can't do it any better. Brings up Ripken Reese. Takes one down. What if they put Manolfi in motion here to put on a hit and run or
Do a lot of things in this spot.
they have options? Manolfi with the lead at first. Stay put for now. Foul ball off the hands from Reese. The pitch that was in on the hands. Hittable, but you have to be ready for it.
Just pitching to where the batter lines up as well. Reese is a guy that a little closer to the plate. So that fastball can be around the middle of the zone, but it's going to play inside because of where Reese is set up.
Swinging a line drive, right center field. It's down. Manolfi's going to head for third. And McKenna waves him home. At least a double for Reese. He stops at second, throw to the plate. Manolfi is safe. It's 6-2 Bats. An RBI double for Ripken Reese. Brings the Bats to a 4-run lead.
It's a great swing. Your best players are going to show up in the biggest moments. And credit Sean McKenna. He was watching that ball the whole time. You'll see it here in the replay. It wasn't fielded cleanly, and if it was fielded cleanly, Manolfi probably would have been held up at third, but he had some extra time to send him home. Just able to beat the throw. That's the insurance that Keene needs.
First RBI of the day and of the playoffs for Ripken Reese. And his second double of the day as well. A little mound visit with the catcher Colbin and Ben Griffith. Starting to move around somebody over there in the away bullpen.
Nathan Teague out there up and throwing for Sanford. Teague got a start here. Didn't go great, but after that he got moved to the bullpen. Been lights out in relief ever since.
He did struggle on July 10th. Second game of that modified doubleheader where Sanford walloped Keene in the first one, and Keene made it even in the second contest with a 6-4 win. It was a fun one. Yeah, team really struggled with the walks, 5 of those and 4 runs on only 1 hit. We'll see if he ends up coming into this game, but right now it's Griffith's job to try and collect some outs and keep the lead at 4. Keene has yet to employ the long ball today. First pitch to Herring is a strike. Bottom of the 8th down there in Newport.
Don't worry about it. You're doing good, SwampBats. Don't worry about it.
4-run lead for both teams, Keene and Newport right now.
I know you guys will always have.
One Herring takes inside.
That in terms of pacing too, and how baseball games can be different. You have an 11-7 game here. It's just 6-2 here, and both games are at the same point.
The 1-1. Takes a walk. this point in the game. He just wants to finish the job. More insurance runs never hurt. 2-1. It's down and in. With Herring, the guy who was drawn a walk today, doubled and came around to score in the 5th. A couple of outs as well, but 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Not too bad of a day at the plate.
Been great in top to bottom this Keene order. Been excellent today. You look, the 7-hole. TJ Schuyler with 2 hits tonight.
3-1, that's there. Good spot.
Impressive what Griffith has been able to do. Allowed the double there to Reese, but that was after a bunt single. And the guy that's pitching on back-to-back days, really never see that in summer ball.
Not very rarely. Full count pitch with Reese at second. Ground ball right side. Backhanded by Dewan, underhand to Griffith. He's out number 1.
It's a good battle from Griffith, staying with it. To the fastball along the zone. That's the result you're going to get on fastballs that are right there at the bottom of the strike zone. A roll over first, did his job, got over to first base to cover the bag.
This game for Sanford much slower than their game they played last night. Mainers got the win against North Shore at Goodall Park in, say, 2 hours and 20 minutes?
2 hours and 10 minutes in the win over North Adams.
Sheesh. This is approaching the 3-hour mark. We're at 2 hours and 50 minutes right now. First pitch is strike to Michael O'Brien. Right at the knees.
A really good North Adams Steeplecats team this year.
I mean, especially after that start that they had.
Start and just historically. Been a tough go in recent years for North Adams, but Mike Gladu and his team had a good summer, really good July. Got themselves into the 3rd spot in the North, just a game behind Sanford.
They were going back and forth for that 2 seed for the last week or 2 of July. That was an exciting one to follow. 0-2 from Griffith. Runner at 3rd is Reese. High fastball. O'Brien will let it by.
For Keene, you just flash back to that win streak to begin the year. They kind of solidified themselves as the top team in just about a week or 2. Nobody came close to catching them.
Swing and a miss from O'Brien. He goes down on strikes. And there's 2 of them.
Even with the run, this has been a really good inning on the mound for Ben Griffith. That one real hit, the double. Then you go back, it's just good baseball because Manolfi started it with a bunt for a hit. Comes back with some really good hitters out at Herring and O'Brien.
That bunt kind of kick-started it. Griffith above 50 pitches now today. Marshall Lipsy, the left-handed center fielder. Appeal down to Alan Liberdoni. He says no swing. It's ball 1. Lipsy swings and fouls one off of his foot. Ouch.
There's the breaking ball once again from Griffith, and hitters have had a tough time picking up on it. That's why you see that foul ball like that. That never feels good, getting it right there around the ankle. Leave a bruise for quite some time.
Yeah. Ball and a strike to Marshall Lipsy. 0 for 4, reached on an error. Late on the changeup, it looked like. Seen that with a couple of guys today, just the decision making a little late. Have to decipher what it is. It's tough to do.
It's just good pitching. That's half the battle as a pitcher, is deceptiveness.
Another 1-1. And that one looks like it had a chance to be played by Koblinski, but he dropped it. It's a tough play to make. He was kind of faced away from the ball and from home plate. The over the shoulder attempt to catch it, but fell foul. It's 1 or 2.
Surprised that it stayed as a playable ball.
Me too.
Yeah, tough play. Need to come up with that. On the basket catch. Would have been almost a no-look catch in a spot like that.
1-2 from Griffith. Another fantastic block from Ryan Colbin. Keeps Reese at third base. Colbin has got his work in. UMass Amherst product.
It's been a while back there tonight.
Yeah.
One of those things, being a catcher at times can be a thankless job if you're not throwing a guy out of the base pass, but it's half of the battle as a catcher. You've got to keep the ball in front of the plate.
Appeal down to Alan Liberdoni at third. Yes, he did. Lipsy not happy with the call, but he strikes out swinging. That will end the inning. Keene tacks on one more for insurance. We head to the top of the 9th when Ben Dean will try and finish this game.
Take care, brother. Good night.
Here we are in the top of the 9th inning with Cheshire County's own Ben Dean on the mound. He's warming up after recording 1 out to end the road half of the 8th. Keene tacked on 1 on an RBI double from Ridkin Reese that brought Menolfi home. Dean will look to finish the last 3 outs of this game.
Just what a job all night from Keene pitching. And it's not, this is game 3 of the playoffs. He had that one off day in there, but game 3 for them. So it's not like you quote unquote have your ace out there tonight. He's allowing 2 hits. That is phenomenal. And game 1 in a 3-game series is a lot bigger than game 1 in a best-of-7 series. So it's like Keene's going to be in business setting a good all park tomorrow night.
That's the way it looks right now, and just think about if they can get it done at Good Old Park on the road tomorrow, how imperative that off day is for your chances if they eventually make it to the championship round.
You sweep a series like this, and if Newport holds on, you are rooting for a Vineyard win right tomorrow to hope that goes to a game 3. You want another team to burn out all the pitching they have.
Dean comes set. He'll fire from the stretch here in the 9th. That one, this is outside. 92. We need to dance around guys here. 4-run lead to work with. And a couple of pitches just needed to get back settled, and he'll be firing. 2-0. That's in the dirt, 3-0.
This score holds, this would end a 4-series straight streak where the Mainers have won game 1 of that series. Going back to last year, they won game 1 against Keene, and won game 1 against Vermont in the championship, game 1 against Newport, and then a couple nights ago, game 1 against North Adams.
3-0's down the middle for a strike. Getting over fastball. A ball from over by Keene's dugout. Ready to go again, 3-1. It's down, a leadoff walk for Sam Miller. That brings up the top of the order and Brendan Sensai.
It's not over quite yet, not at all. Just need base runners, base runners, base runners. We're in the ninth. Already seen some crazy things happen here at Alumni Field this summer.
A couple of swings is all Sanford needs. 6-2 the lead for Keene. That one way high. Sensei 0 for 4 with a strikeout, or rather 2 strikeouts tonight. Swing and a line drive left center. O'Brien ranges back and catches a hard hit line drive for out number 1.
You love that on the mound. Good feeling for Bendine after the walk. Sensei has his best swing of the night. But unlucky for Sensei, he got 1 out, just 2 outs away. A chance to clinch it on the road tomorrow.
You know how special it is for him to pitch in front of these home fans. Played his high school ball at this very ballpark. These Keene fans have known about this guy's name for a long time. First pitch misses outside at 94 miles an hour to Zach Kent. 0 for 3 and a couple of strikeouts, a hit by pitch.
Best breaking balls you ever see right there. That has some late life on it. Like it was at Zach Kent's eyes the whole time. It just dropped down there, top of the strike zone.
1-1, fouled back. Keane's starting to ramp up the velocity a little bit. Mid-90s. 2 strikes. Dean ready to deliver the 1 and 2. He struck him out. 94, and the Bats are 1 out away from taking the lead in the North Division Finals.
Not a bad mix to have when you're breaking balls around 80, 81. You come back with a heater at 94. Just dotted away. That's a really tough pitch to catch up to.
Kyle doing the Mainer's last hope. He fouls off the first pitch. Dean is humming. Doing singled in the first. Has been held hitless ever since. He's 1 for 4. Throws with the changeup. 0-2. Foul tip, 95, the velocity.
One of the toughest guys in the league. Strikeout all summer. Gotta really bring it if you're gonna send him down swinging.
Another 0-2. High. Not a bad miss. Okay to miss up there.
Love this about summer ball. Dean out of Duke on the mound and Dean at the plate out of Southern Maine. They're on the same stage.
Never would face each other in NCAA play. The 1-2 in the dirt. Good block by Skyler. D1 versus, what is that, D3?
Little East Conference, how doing? First team this year, player of the year last year. Above 300 against some of the best pitchers in the country. Not too bad.
Dean looking to slam the door. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 9th. off the hands. It's foul to the left side. Keene is able to stay alive, like Keene has done so many times in at-bats today. Another 2-2 on the way. Appeal down, no appeal rather, that is no swing. Runs it full. Miller will be in motion. Dean gets the sign and comes set. Here's the full count offering. And a walk.
Wasn't that bad?
Yeah, that was incredible.
Looking at fastballs in the mid-90s. Fouling some off. What a take. Look at this. The guy out of Southern Maine at the plate.
Peter Koblinski has been hit by 2 pitches today. Reached on an error and struck out. He's had an odd day at the plate. Runners on first and second for Sanford. First pitch catches the bottom outside corner, strike one at 95. Game 2 tomorrow will be at 6:30 at Goodell Park. Dean's 0-1. Foul back, 1 strike away once again. Here come the claps. Cold outside.
Goes to that breaking ball. That's a surprise. Koblinski or this stays with a heavy dose of the heater.
All heaters in this at bat so far. Or does he have another? Got a piece. Skyler didn't catch it cleanly. Went with the slider that time.
I don't think anybody can.
1-2. Back pick to first. Tag not in time. It's 2-2. Dean almost up to 30 pitches.
It's real close over there first. Get the last out of the game that way.
2-2. Another full count on the way.
Southern Maine guys putting up some pretty good at-bats against an electric arm.
If Koblinski reaches, Dom Tozzi represents the tying run. He's on deck. He's already homered once. Full count pitch, runners will go. Cold strike 3. The game's over. 95 does it from Dean, and Keene wins 6-2. What a game.
What a finish, too. Things got really interesting there at the end. 95 at the knees. Not bad at all. And what a Game 1 win for the Bats. Chance to clinch it on the road tomorrow.
They will have that shot. We're going to send it down to Ryan Fitzpatrick for the update on the out-of-town scores. There's only one. Ryan, what's going on in Mystic versus Newport?
Thank you very much, Andrew. Yes, the home field advantage and the day off yesterday proving dividends for the Keene SwampBats, but it doesn't look like it did so much for the Martha's Vineyard Shark. After the day off yesterday, they're now trailing 7-14, 14-7 as they're coming off that off day. They were out to a 2-0 lead out in the 3rd inning, but the Newport Goals responded with back-to-back 5-run innings in the 3rd and the 4th inning, and then adding on another one in the 6th, tallying up 11 unanswered runs, and now lead 14-7 in the 9th inning of that ball game. Despite a late 2-out lead, the late 2-out double in that ball game by the Martha's Vineyard Sharks, they still trail, and they are down to the final out. But the Martha's Vineyard defense proving costly. 5 errors so far in that ball game. More yet to come. Back to you guys.
Well, what an interesting game. 6-2. Sanford only managed 2 hits. They committed 3 errors. Both teams, by my count, left 11 runners on base. And like we mentioned earlier, in the later stages of this game, Newport hangs on, which it looks like they will. Keene is going to be wishing and hoping for a Vineyard win tomorrow.
You want that to go to a game 3, get the pitching burned out. That's what you want. Sanford was in that spot last year where they were able to sweep some teams so they could sit back, watch a game 3, and hopefully that thing goes to 15 innings. That's what you're wishing sitting at home, but what a game from Keene. That was a good win. It wasn't as close as it seemed just because Sanford struggled at the plate, but it's more to the credit of the Keene pitching than it is to the discredit of the Sanford Bats. This was an all-around win for the Bats.
Yes, it was. Decker Petty started us off with 3 innings of 2-hit, 2-run balls, 6 strikeouts, and Michael Fernandez earned the win in his last appearance in the SwampBats uniform. Jason Libby awarded the loss, and Ben Dean the 4-out save. He came in when it was a 3-run game. Keene added another run in the bottom of the 8th. Got 3 outs in the top of the 9th to send us home. Well, that's all we've got from Keene, New Hampshire. Round 2 of the NECBL playoffs, the North Division final. Game 1 of the North Division Championship Series goes to the Bats. These 2 teams will play at Goodall Park in Sanford, Maine at 6:30 tomorrow. Sanford will play for their playoff lives. So for everybody involved in this amazing broadcast, for our sideline reporter, Ryan Fitzpatrick, our producer, Mike Keller, and of course, my good friend and co-broadcaster, Jackson Walsh, I'm Andrew Hillsman saying so long from Keene, New Hampshire.